who did this thing. Help us. Make it faster. He can help us.
Crunchy Queen.
Sir?
Please, can I just quickly...
Jack, you don't have this summary. Let me finish. You don't have this summary. Let me finish. I will allow you. Let me finish. You know, please don't you break down my person. But allow me. There are so many. See, we supporting the family was an error. We should have stayed neutral as my point. We should have stayed neutral. We should have looked for a credible foundation and support and do a GoFundMe sided. We didn't know the facts. We didn't know the truth. We were carried away by emotions. He's the only man. He raised his son from 7-year-old. When the wife left him, why our eye don't see, say, not the show as a view. We supported the wrong cause. We should have stayed aloof and supported the foundation. Is it Ada Foundation? Is it Brekete Foundation? Any foundation that wants to push this, what we should have supported, but we didn't know. Honestly, we didn't know. It's done on us very, very late. That Loba family cannot get us anywhere. This Loba family cannot get us anywhere. 1 year.
You don't declare like Canada.
Not even a lawsuit.
He goes sue, don't worry. He goes sue.
All the advice given to Bob, not as materialized. Not even one. If it was an NGO, everybody in that for not put their hand for back. In front of judge.
Yes,
I'm very sure. If not all of them, at least 3 to 4 people, the key actors they would have been summoned, they would have been sued. If we had a public lawyer, if we had an NGO, a foundation pushing this case, because the families have brought in sentiments, they brought in sympathy. Baba, we don't want Adura to go down. Forget. Mohbad is protecting Adura. Mohbad is protecting Darosha. The same thing for that child that said there was blood. She's not still trying to change her mind. They don't want those boys to go down for the crime. How do you not get justice? How do you not get justice for Mohbad? The family sides. They want somebody else to take the fall. A neutral person. Somebody who was not in the house. My people, please, as many hosts or panelists that will come on board, please, let's make a clarion call for a neutral body and just continue from this point. Continue from this point. When did they leave Brekete? Brekete is bigger than Yomi Fabiyi's foundation. Bigger than Yomi Brekete. He has the resources. He has the manpower. He has advisors. You can see them on the screen. You can see even when
That's Kabai.
Afana.
Láàárọ̀ kùtùkùtù Monday nígbà táwọn ẹgbẹ́ mú nǹkan sẹ́nu tó ń gbọbi iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n wá kí ẹ.
Náà yàn mú tó ń fata sára lọ́wọ́ lélẹ́yìn pariwo fẹ̀ fún yìí o. Àwọn kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? How yesterday go na?
Àwọn tó pa oúnjẹ yìí fún mi ti bà ojú mi dé. They don go give me goat liver and I don't like liver. How dey be now?
I do right now.
I later sleep for you. I sleep for.
Me, I never even do that. And at that time, I did come out for that time. So now why I just did.
You miss. The man I gonna later find out from Mohbad. But where I gonna so good to one me from my end is safe.
For na place.
For life now. For tell me platform. Because now, yeah, ó sọ gbogbo bó ṣe jẹ́.
Wàhálà.
Ó kọ́ advice bàbá ẹ̀ ni pé Nǹkan tó yẹ kí bàbá máa jà fún kọ́ ni bàbá ń jà fún. Ṣé bàbá ó yẹ kó máa bá àmì amálìkò pé ọ̀rọ̀ díẹ̀ ni ló ń sọ. Ọ̀rọ̀ wúkú Mohbad ló ń sọ pé royal tí bọ̀bọ̀ ẹ̀ wá bẹ̀ wọ́n 5 fún. Say can you conclude? He talk a lot. He said a lot of things, Sha. We make sense, oh. How to go about yourself?
Did anybody get on?
Seriously. So you did like that?
Media alpha. So you don't get that recording.
I know that. Make I go. You know the record is there. But that guy will break table like that. Like.
Now.
Okay. If you see team get sense, after that guy don't talk, make they just sit down, go follow Josie talk, say Baba. Make they forget say the guy insult Josie, but the point we did there, go say reality or more, you get back. Okay, let you go mama range over your cocoon. As in, make I play. I swear, the guy break the fuck as in that one to sit in band all this energy and make they just leave say wumi. Make they forget about me now. Make they come put all the energy on top that reality. Oh no. This is the right time for them. Like because by the time they after 1 year, just want to manage for reality. While I want to judge you, nobody to my answer you see. This is 1, 2. So the most right, what one feel the reason why it's Josie fair so nípa reality ni pé you remember say Bumi talk say Naira Marley manager o message on and same thing on message Josie like Josie ti gba offer they want to Josie like 50 million tó ti pé bàbá ó yẹ gbà kí Josie máa wò pé kí Josie ò mọ̀ pé owó wọn yẹn pọ̀ gan tó bẹ́ẹ̀ you don't understand Josie dey to count ti fún 50 million.
Tí Josie tó bá gba 50 million ó ti ta pípọ̀ gbogbo generation ẹ̀ wọ́n lè là mọ́ ní family wọ́n lè lówó mọ́.
Àwọn yàtọ̀ mọ́ ni olùjáde mọ́ because Josie ti gbà wọ̀ already. As in, if Josie get sense and Josie team get sense, make they just sit down. Kọ́ gbàgbé pé ọmọ yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ kọ́ pé that point gangan pé bàbá sẹ̀ Dàmọ́lá tó ní pé tó bá nídìí artist tó bá nídìí orúkọ àwọn artist tó jẹ ọmọ òun á kọ́ síta fún pé ó yá sẹ̀ lórí eléyìí àwọn máa support ẹ̀. As in make Josie team just sit down make they just reason this guy talk yesterday o. Kí Josie gan bá sàn ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ pé ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ó yá. Josie kò tẹ̀ máa lọ ṣe interview lórí reality ọmọ yìí ní everyday kó máa lọ sí all TV station. People go support Josie.
Ìṣàtàn owó kékeré tán dá fún Liam ló wá kiri. Owó gidi wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ò jà fún. Yóò rí bí Naira Marley jẹ́ ń bọ́ọ̀lù. Just a ball. What is sing? Èèyàn mélòó ló sing orin ẹ̀? Wọ́n play orin ẹ̀ náà. Kò rí anything. And they spend money. When they see money?
Now Mohbad money.
Bàbá yóò gbọ́n náà.
Josie ò dẹ̀ jọ wake up. Ìyá Mohbad tẹ̀ pé ọkọ mi ẹ̀kọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ dẹ̀ jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ yín wake up ẹ̀bọ́ kan yín sọ̀rọ̀.
Àdìsẹ́ ti gbọ́ orin tí bàbá ẹ̀ sẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ sẹ́ẹ̀. Orin àbánikọ́dá olórí burúkú Zinodiski ẹ̀.
Mo gbọ́ táwọn èèyàn tó ń bọ́
pẹ̀lú that was the boy. Yeah, now. I'm saying they be now.
Okay, make I quickly play this guy record before we don't disconnect. You try to oh yeah, mute.
Okay, please, we want to hear from you, please.
Oh yeah, okay. You guys should tap, wait, Joe.
The thing is, I don't know how Nigerians and TikTok people are making Pride Boy feel special. You understand? I don't know how they are making Pride Boy feel special. If I actually try, if I actually decide and off my shirt and pull off my Iwawiri, put in my Iwawiri, you understand? I'm putting my very stupid Ibadan boy attitude and roll the team in the mud. I'll tell him apart because this guy has always been a thorn in the flesh for Imole. Has always been a thorn in the flesh for us. You get countless times. Had it been you did not not fighting, before the enemy. Had it been not fighting, there would be no case of we call nurse, the nurse administer all those, and we have reactions. That will not happen. You understand? This Mohbad that you fought at the show, this Mohbad had been the one trying to make you someone after you started singing. When you see that your guy to them done they sing, you get. Mohbad was the one that took you, prime boy. If you later see this video, go back for that video. Mohbad was the one that took you to Bella's mother. Mohbad was the one that took you to Bella's mother then. She made Bella's mother, she made Bella's mother sign you. She gave you good. Kuban good. Mother was posting you back to back. The Lua will know you. You understand? Mohbad was one that put you on his head. You never put Mohbad on his head. On your own head. You've never rooted for Mohbad. Prime boy never rooted for Mohbad anywhere. Apart from his page or anything. We were shooting this Laban video. Look at him. What the video is posting? He's always putting eyes at the camera. Kiniko. Where were you when the mole is okay, fine, very good. You claim that Bible is claiming that he's my childhood friend. I love her, fine, he's my childhood friend, fine. Where were you when this boy used to need money? When this boy used to be in studio rats at Mr. B studio, where were you? Say you did here with them. I don't know you. Where were you 2015? Where were you 2015? I never knew Prime Boy 2015 when I knew Mohbad. I never knew Brahim. I never knew him. 2015, 2016, I never knew him. I knew him after Imole Dija, Adura Elijah, this thing. You are always fighting him. And this your fight, this your envy actually made you fight him for the very last time, which led him to his early grave. And you still had the guts to be saying it online. Me, I will not talk. And my mouth will still not be closed. Showing you understand?
Let's listen to Damosa Paparano.
2019. It was in 2019 when Mohbad wanted to go to Dubai then. It was in 2019.
Because he has now created the channel that would have helped to secure justice for Mohbad. They have thrown out all the evidences, they have thrown out all the relevant information because they want favorism. Because they want to favor some people, because Muriwa is my brother, because Gracie is my friend. And that is why people like that, very soon, believe me, as this case is going on, Muriwa is going to want to come to this platform and I'm going to kick him out. I don't even want to be friends with people like that. I know that when this case is dying, then now they want to come and be friends. In the later end, mark this word, they're going to be coming back to try to be friends back. We don't want this kind of friendship.
Paparano, I'll say you that
they're all coming back to the platform.
They're all coming back to your
platform. That's not going to happen. Come on now, that's not going to happen.
You know why I said that? You know why I said that? Listen to me. Now, Aristocrat was invited to a platform yesterday, which is Joken platform. And he spoke, which means they are beginning to realize, they listen to Aristocrat and they're beginning to realize, okay, because some of them were saying, Paparano has been saying this thing. But one thing I still got from there yesterday, I don't know if Aristocrat got that, was that these people are still standing on, you cannot say anything about Baba.
Yeah, I mean, that's not even the issues. I don't care about those things. What we care about is just from Mohbad. If the right thing is done and we didn't just from Mohbad, I'm not worried about that. But personal character, how to relate, no one is going to change, an old dog. It is the way it is. Focus on what you want and get what you want. Why focusing on things that are meaningless? Is it my good character that's going to give you justice? Come on now. Heck.
But this morning, we came up with something else this morning. So
now, listen to this. We are coming back to that. I was in the line of thought, please.
Mohbad ti kú. Ó sọ àwọn nǹkan míì fún bàbá tí mo lè sọ. Ó ní Mohbad ti kú. Ṣùgbọ́n dádì mi ẹ̀ka sára.
So first, blessing the firstborn of Joseph Aloba, blessing Aloba, that's Mohbad's elder sister, called on the father before the father got to the home. He said, Father, Mohbad has died. So all this nonsense that the father is saying, lying to you guys, okay, this was a way for him to protect Blessing. Probably because Blessing, I understand if the man acted this way, not to expose Blessing, I understand the reason why he could have wanted to do so, and I will explain to you. Okay, so Mohbad father was called by Blessing. I'm interpreting to those who do not understand Yoruba. Mohbad father was called by Blessing and was told that Mohbad has died. Not they didn't tell him, stylistically. They didn't tell him metaphorically. They tell him directly, Mohbad has died. Okay, and please, Baba, bear it. All right. And how did this information came out? Adura was the one that called Blessing and the mother and explained everything to them. And female children are connected to their father, while boy or male children are connected to their mother. Adura has called the mother, Blessing has called the father. Okay, so it makes sense. And Blessing had explained to the father that Mohbad has died. And when you are going there, Baba, go and check Mohbad's room. I have an information there. There's something that you're going to see. Go there first. That is why the man did not greet anybody, because we would have been surprised. How can a man enter a house where there is 100 people gathered and you're not even start asking them why are they gathered? Asking, you would have want to communicate with them. But for the man to silently pass from the back is suspicious. He must have heard of something. And then the man went upstairs, straight ahead, to confirm what he saw. Okay? And for me, the man was in the best position to have taken video or record of what he saw there. And it will make more sense that this man have those evidence right now, because he was given enough time to process what he was going to meet. He was told what he was going to meet when he get there. That's why he passed through the back door and he went upstairs straight, and he saw whatever that is. He saw it. We don't know what he saw there, but later on he came back down.
Bí bàbá ṣe débẹ̀, bàbá gbá ẹ̀yìn wọlé, ó dẹ̀ lọ sókè straight. Ìbùkún ti já bàbá sí nǹkan kan nípa òkè, nítorí ó máa láṣọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ ló ṣe lọ sókè. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí n bẹ̀ fún yín tán. Àdúrà ti analyse fún ìyá ẹ̀ àti Ìbùkún. Blessing ti pè mí, ó ní dádì mi. Mohbad ti kú. Ó sọ àwọn nǹkan míì fún bàbá tí mo lè sọ. Ó ní Mohbad ti kú. Ṣùgbọ́n dádì mi ẹ̀ka sára. Ẹ gbọ́ mi ṣá. Mohbad ti kú. Ṣùgbọ́n dádì mi ẹ̀ka sára. Bàbá yìí ké sínú tó fi débẹ̀. Ṣé mo sọ fún yín pé bí bàbá ṣe débẹ̀, bàbá gbá ẹ̀yìn wọlé, ó dẹ̀ lọ sókè straight. Ìbùkún ti já bàbá sí nǹkan kan nípa òkè, nítorí ó máa láṣọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ ló ṣe lọ sókè. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí n bẹ̀ fún yín tán.
Anyway, if we also were looking for justice, look at how slow this case is. Very slow. And upon the fact that Mohbad father have more information more than every one of you here, all these things you're analyzing, the reason why Baba doesn't even make use of it, because they already know what happened. They are not bothered. See, analyze from today to tomorrow. They are not bothered. These things are just to satisfy you. That's what I say. It's just to satisfy you. That is why even if any foundation comes today, I want to do this, Baba will just look at you and laugh. They too, they have their own game. Make no mistake, because why did Baba not tell the public that Blessing has, if Baba can tell us what Blessing told him, that will help us too. But Baba is making it look like it was when he got to that home, it was when he got to that house and asked that what happened, that he was told what happened. Not knowing that Prime Boy has called Baba, Blessing has called Baba. And now, I think the reason why Baba is not talking, is not saying that Blessing called him, is because there are some information that Blessing would have given to him, that it makes sense for Baba not to say that Blessing called him to protect Blessing, to take her out of all of this. So that is understandable right now. So if anybody's angry, is worried about Blessing called you, you never talk about it, also understand the security part of it. The security part of it is not to get her involved into all of this. But the good part, the important part of it is how well have they used the information. Even let's say Blessing said something grave or something very great. How they make use of it? Everything is olule. And in fact, it's crazy. If you have Wumi on the other hand saying that if Baba makes a step, okay, that there's an information in Mama's hand, and if he release it, Baba will be stoned to death. And that's why Baba will not dare to sue. Even when Lady Harris wrote an application to her lawyer to have Wumi sued, you didn't see? And Baba quickly ran away that, hey, Joe, you have a problem. Go on.
Papa, okay, let's say Blessing did tell Baba about what happened, and Baba does not want to say. Will Baba then open his eyes and let Prime Boy walk to jail if he knew that Prime Boy had got nothing to do with what happened to the death of Mohbad? So Baba, because Baba is protecting Blessing now or whatever, so he's just going to let Prime Boy go to jail stylishly.
Good question. Mohbad, I don't think he's a nice man. I think it's a man that is just in disguise. And then, let's put aside sentiment of he lost his son. I know he lost his son. But this is me right now analyzing him. Okay? And I look deeply before I say my things. All right? The man doesn't care. Okay? He's not like every one of us here who just care about what is right and not to see it happen that way. He's somebody of great interest. Whatever that he wants, that he have interest in, is what he does. He doesn't care about the other. That's the kind of man I see when they mention Mohbad. That's the kind of man I see.
Bang! Did you all hear that?
That's why
this is
it was very
Papariano.
easy. It was very easy for him to be controlled by Grace and Moyiwa and every other person. In fact,
in TikTok, for Baba is not nice.
If we are yet suspecting those guys in a very big case like this, that those guys could have been influenced by money, and he is still working with those guys, it means they are giving him what he wants. As long as they are giving him what he wants, listen to them, we do what they want. If I want to control him today, I will just have to call him, give him some amount of money, and he's gonna be work with me. Simple. He's gonna work with me. That's the kind of man I see. It's not a man of great integrity that respects himself so much like that people should respect back. He didn't live that kind of life. And that's how Wumi and others and even Adua don't respect his father. Even Blessing don't respect his father. All of them don't respect him. It's the kind of life he lives. Even Mohbad don't respect him. Mohbad don't respect him. Mohbad has to force him, go have sex with your ex-wife before I give you money. What kind of son will do that to a father? Let's put things straight. Can your son that you trained and that listened to you condition you, okay, after you have explained to that your son that the mother abandoned him, whatever, for the son to still choose the mother?
Where you are still making mistake. If you believing what Baba said, how come Mohbad forced his father to sleep with his mother? Okay, the one that they are doing now, is it Mohbad that is telling them to go and lap people? That Mama Mohbad is way baby like Mumu. She did double it twice in 1 second. And Baba is throwing away his face.
Welcome. Ask any question.
Is it Mohbad that made Baba to be doing 2 songs that Buresi is using against him? Lying. Baba Mohbad is lying. Mohbad only said to
I'm becoming too,
the father and the
cautious
mother,
of
which is
everybody want to discuss in this
what
atmosphere.
any other
So
sensible
let's
child
come
will do.
back to
But
that pew-pew.
as for the lapio side, forget Baba Mohbad like lapio.
Yes, are you there?
Shana Mohbad married the 4 women for her when born for her. No,
Yeah,
don't believe anything he says.
Lady Iris was next. Yeah, so engage me, Lady Iris. Go on, one-on-one. Now it's a conversation, no interruption. Have your conversation. Go on.
No, I was just gonna say one thing when the sniper said something.
Please pick up so we can hear you.
I want to say that Omolomo ló ṣe ránṣẹ́ dé tòrutòru. When he said that.
Sorry, before we come to you, I think PS ready. PS, please go on. We're gonna take Lady Iris next. PS, can you unmute?
Yes. Good morning from here.
How are you?
I just have a quick question. Why are they not calling Cubana chief priest in all this that is happening? Because I know that guy knows a lot about what happened.
PS Chantal, PS, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Good morning.
Okay, yeah.
It was a quick question.
Before I proceed with you, I mean, I'm going to engage you, but I just want to make a quick verification.
Yes.
Do you support that women do DNA without going to court?
I want Wumi to do DNA.
Okay, do you think Wumi is number one suspect in this case?
Wumi is number one suspect. Wumi and Darusha.
All right, you think Wumi killed Mohbad?
Yes. Wumi and Darusha goes a lot.
Now let's come back to the question you asked. You know, and the reason why I would have answered you differently, but now I'm going to answer you, the other way. So ask back your question, like whether we think that Cubana chief priest or Soso Berekon, the promoter of that show, whether he should be held, it should be called out. Mm-hmm.
Yes, because instead of them making things to look like maybe it's Prime Boy, because I know that guy knows nothing about what's happened to Mohbad.
Wait. How are you sure that doesn't know anything?
I've been following this thing from.
Yes. How do you like being called? Please, I'm having issues with your name. How do you like being called?
Chantel.
Okay, Chantel, you know, the thing is this way. Prime Boy is somebody that I really hope that he comes out of this case innocent. But from the one, my stand in analyzing him, I'm trying my best to be fair to everybody. If you see the way I analyze, I try my best so much because I put myself in the situation. What if it was me? Okay. So and also look at it that what if it was somebody who was never educated, never exposed? At least what are the things expected from them? I don't see those things in Prime Boy. Prime Boy doesn't act like he's innocent. One is fighting for his own self to be free. Before he can fight for justice, he has to fight to free himself first. Now, can you trust a liar?
Sometimes situation.
No, it's a question. Can you trust a liar?
No, I can't trust a liar. But I have to look at the
situation that made the person lie. All right, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Now, let's look at the situation where he's lying to see whether it merits him lying. Now, Prime Boy, if Prime Boy didn't do much, if he was not involved in what killed Mohbad, of the Mackenzie, if he wasn't the one who stabbed Mohbad, like Mohammed, the police ASP said, okay, if Prime Boy was not the one who punched the glass and caused all of this thing, it's very simple. Prime Boy, say all the truth that you know, what happened, and free yourself. This is a very serious case from the beginning. Prime Boy was thinking about whether to talk or whether not to talk. There are so many things being said that happened in that car that Prime Boy cannot tell us with his mouth. We never hear those things from Prime Boy. Prime Boy was in that car. Prime Boy, he had all of those things. But because it will not make Prime Boy look nice, Prime Boy and Wumi know what killed those guys will be their suspect. In the planning and the workings of what killed Mohbad, Prime Boys have information, Wumi have information. This is my conviction. Okay? Because Prime Boy is speaking in his own line of defense. Oh, Mohbad was quarreling with the wife. What kind of quarrel? As if he was not part of it. But when Spending will tell us, okay, Mohbad was challenging Wumi. Do you sleep with Prime Boy? Okay, in fact, Spending was telling us that Mohbad and Prime Boy was having arguments. And in fact, it was even Wumi that was challenging Mohbad on behalf of Prime Boy. Wumi was fighting for Prime Boy in the last hour of Mohbad. Wumi was fighting for Prime Boy. Wumi was challenging her husband. Is it because Prime Boy is poor? Is it because you're rich? Okay? Why are you treating that way? You both started together. It's a grace of God that made you become what you are today. The question is this: Prime Boy, who was there? Could Prime Boy have explained this to us for us to hear it from the mouth of him who was innocent? Prime Boy didn't. Prime Boy, he couldn't tell us something because it would make him look bad. Okay, and secondly, I was privileged to the information that Darosha and Adura, they charged towards Prime Boy and they chased him, and he fell and he had injury in his ankle. Prime Boy have not corroborated that. When Prime Boy was asked, "Were you chased at any point?" He said, "At the point I was running, but I don't know whether people were running behind me." For me, I wanted to interpret what happened there and put Prime Boy aside. But whenever I approach it, I'm not gullible. Prime Boy doesn't look innocent. That's just simple. That's just it. We don't know who sent Prime Boy. I should be asking who sent him. Maybe who sent him is who they are protecting. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason why nobody can talk, because he was sent by somebody. Prime Boy gave us that. Even when I see, yesterday, I think, or 2 days, he was speaking on the live stream. I don't see somebody who is innocent speaking. I won't lie to you. It's like he's forcing it us, like they are telling him to come out. They think that, right? There is a way I will come out here. There's a way I will come out and be saying, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Even if I'm trying to make it serious. And there is a way, if I'm saying it and really I'm serious, it will come from within. It will come from within.
Yeah.
So you understand? Prime Boy is acting movie. Let him act on. They will come down to relax. He will relax his mind and really explain what happened. He has not really sat down and explained everything that happened from home to the show until he left Mohbad. He has not really done that. He has only choose and pick what makes him free. Please let's look at it that way. That's how I say things.
Yeah, I am beginning to believe you, because the beginning they were saying Prime Boy, the beginning of Mohbad's demise, they were saying about Prime Boy has something to do with Wumi or whatever. So with your analysis right now, I'm beginning to bet. The thing is that they should still call in because Prime Boy mentioned him going to Cubana chief priest to talk to him. They should, all these people, they have to be interrogated because they were there when even if something happened in the house, but at least 24 hours, 48 hours, they were there. Because I'm beginning to lose hope in Nigeria system. Because
Chantal, the thing is this one. If the system is good anywhere, it is people that makes it better. You understand? This is what makes us strong. When we stand challenges, sometimes we may lose, but all of us would have learned a lot of lessons from it. Let us not so be desperate that we just want to get things at once when we try. We try so many times, okay? We may not get it now in this case, but believe me, it will pave a way that a lot of greater things will be able to be achieved later in the future. Okay, let's just work with whatever information we have and we'll see how this go down. But don't forget that, again, when politics is involved, it's going to be the best interest of the politician. And that is what is in this case. And I would have said that let Wumi sue Prime Boy and Baba Mohbad. But because Wumi is not innocent, she will not want to do that. Can Baba sue Wumi? Baba will not want to do that. Can Prime Boy sue Baba? Prime Boy can sue Baba Mohbad. Okay, Baba Mohbad was the one that was channeling the information that Mohbad fought with Prime Boy. Okay, like he was told that Mohbad fought with Prime Boy. Baba Mohbad went to different, channels. He went to bigger channels to say these things. He was the first that went to bigger channels to say Prime Boy fought, and everybody has that intonation. Okay, everybody was in tune to the fact that Prime Boy fought Mohbad. Now, if I'm Prime Boy, okay, Baba Mohbad, I'm a musician, you have defended me so much. I want you to tell me how you get this information and your evidence. I'm suing you for this amount. Baba Mohbad is in trouble. Because Baba Mohbad is trying to protect his family, but he doesn't care about someone else's child. So if Prime Boy is innocent, sue Baba Mohbad. All of them, they can't sue each other. These guys, they're in a circle.
Anyway, let the boy just rest in peace. Everybody.
Thank you so much. Let's engage Lady Aris. We are coming back again. Lady Aris, can you be muted? Can you be unmuted? Let's see. Or maybe let's go to the next one already now. It's crazy. Hopefully we get something. Autopsy, again, I think I've analyzed the autopsy. I said that the autopsy for me, I think the autopsy is inconclusive. The autopsy of Mohbad that is done by the pathologist is inconclusive. That's why they came around writing nonsense, all sort of shit that a lot of pathologists are running from this case. What do you mean pathologists are running from this case? We may have pathology. We may never come out to complain that our pathologists are running. Why is it your own pathologists that are running, that are avoiding this case? Your own private investigation, the investigators, they are avoiding this case. Everything you put your hand, is not working. Too much of an excuse. And this further cemented the fact that their pathology has tried its best, but can't find maybe any injury or what killed Mohbad. And don't forget, before you go to toxicology, you would have done autopsy. The first step in an autopsy, that's in a post-mortem examination, is to check out the body. If they give me, even me, I'm not a pathology. If you give me a dead body, let's say I am dead. Let's say Papa is dead, because you guys don't like using yourself as dead bodies. Let's say I'm a dead body. Let me first put my cap off. Oh God, sorry. Before I die, let me take water.
Yes. Hello, Papa. Good morning.
1 minute, morning. Please, 1 minute, 1 minute, please. Let's say I am dead, right? And they tell anybody to investigate me. You don't have to be a pathologist. Forget about pathology. The first thing you want to check is to check all my body around. Imagine that you check my body and you see my neck is cut until half, and you check every other place. That is the only way. You can conclude now that there was laceration in my neck, that I was killed from that sharp object cut to my neck. Simple. Okay, so the first way to identify what killed the person is the physical mark point that you can see in the body. But if you do all that, you cannot see nothing. You can further go into maybe getting some organs, okay, and looking at those organs, whether they were, damaged in one way or the other, and look at the possible reasons why it could have been damaged. I mean, there are analysis for each of those organs, and there are scientific, apparatus for those things, right? So now, if you have done all of those things yet you cannot find, then now you want to check the fluid, the body fluid. Maybe the body fluid would have stored some certain chemicals or toxins, whatever. You go toxicology. Toxicology is like the advanced postmortem. It means you have done autopsy, you cannot find what killed the person. If you see what killed the person in autopsy, you don't need to go to toxicology. If you see somebody that was stabbed or his head was breaking, why are you going to do toxicology? Why are you doing toxicology? You can already see physically with your eyes that this person there is a mark of sharp object cut in the neck. Why are you going to do toxicology? Toxicology is because now you have checked the first stage autopsy, you cannot see anything. Now you want to check the fluid in the body, the hair, because that's a sample, the hair, the fluid, and probably the bones and all of these things, like to check whether there's one or two things, chemicals you can see there. So this is why people go out of toxicology. And toxicology is not necessarily done on a dead body. It can be done on someone who is alive. You check level of too much alcohol and all of those things. People do toxicology every day. So right now, our legal team are in the stage of toxicology. For them to go to toxicology, it means autopsy has failed them. It means it has failed. It means they can't tell what killed Mohbad. Don't forget, they may tell you that they see tattoo, they see whatever in Mohbad body, but what killed Mohbad? For them to go autopsy, I think they can't establish that. Simple, they can't establish that. Come on, Skill.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone on the panel. Yeah, Papa, if I should ask you now, are you saying that based on everyone that have testified so far in the inquest, are you saying that those information they've given is cogent enough to convict someone like Prime Boy? Is that what you're saying?
one of the things that okay, you want to defend Prime Boy? Are you on Prime? I mean, let me know where you belong.
Yeah, I want to try to defend Prime Boy. I'm not Prime Boy fan. I'm just stupid for justice.
Anyway, just try, shall let's see how far. Just try. So now Prime Boy matter is it's intricate. It has a lot of complexities. It has a lot of pieces. Okay, but let's start from now. Prime Boy, did you have any physical contact with Mohbad? Mohbad has been alleged to have an injury. Do you have any physical contact with him before you left him at all? Let's start from there. And according to Wahab Shitu, the lawyer representing Mohbad's father is Joseph Oluwabami Waloba. Wahab Shitu. Hey, please don't say no. I'm quoting Wahab Shitu now. We are working with inquest. Wahab Shitu, the son representing Joseph Oluwabami Waloba. Wow, son, confirm that 3 things has been established. Hey, bro, are you still here? Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Wahab Shitu son. The son, is it 25 million son? I don't even know how much. I don't know how much. But anyway, I believe that it's credible for you guys for him to have been, paid this amount of money. Wahab Shitu son said that 3 things has been established. 1, there was a fight between Mohbad and Prime Boy. And 2, an injury was sustained in that fight. And thirdly, there was a nurse invited to treat Mohbad, as established by Wahab Shitu. So how do you want to contradict the son representing you, representing Joseph Aloba, who you believe is doing so well, is doing the best? So how dare you contradict Joseph Aloba and his lawyer? Go on.
Okay.
Baba has not spoken about it. Baba has not responded. Baba is quiet. But Baba like it that way. Go on.
Okay. The one thing you have to also understand in this whole case is that there is a deep compromise going on, and which we all know about. So it's for us to fetch them out. So when you look at them going to that show, on boarding to that show, they were taking pictures, videos of Mohbad sitting at the back, even before they got into the vehicle, driving on the Third Mainland Bridge. There were videos all over, you get me? So, which means these guys always keep their phones around to take pictures or videos. And you want to tell me that when Prime Boy and Mohbad has that fight that they all talking about, would you want to tell me there is nobody around that vicinity that will, let me say, have video recorded or photo, or as in people that are coming to say things in regards to that fight? They are all in the same syndicate, as in they are all using one format to put Prime Boy in that crime. I understand there might be an argument between
excuse me. Can you please ask Wahab Shitu that question, whether there was recorded?
I can't. It's part of the people who I believe that might have compromised as well. So I don't believe in him. I'm just going by my own understanding to what all these things, all what they've been saying. So, and Darosha testimony, you understand, lately, it says that he went to the ATM or wherever to get money from. Okay, I'm Prime Boy's lawyer now. Can you show me the movement? Can you show me the evidence that you've done that on that day to give these people's money? You get me? So if you cannot prove that, you are lying. Umi says the same thing. So they have to prove that. From whose account did they withdraw that money from? Because they're trying to say things that will go in accord to just like to put.
Are we talking about Prime Boy? Are you talking about Prime Boy or Umi?
I'm talking I'm talking about what they all said. Prime Boy, Darosha said the same thing, right? And Wumi also gave on her testimony. She also said similar things like that. That they sent Adura or whoever to the ATM to get money to give to the fans of Mohbad, right? Okay. Can they prove that? Can they show us the proof that money were withdrawn, money were shared to people on that day? You understand? So these are ways you can also find out if they're saying the truth or not.
Wait. The same thing you are asking, can you prove that Wumi stabbed Mohbad?
If I can prove that Wumi stabbed Mohbad.
Mm-hmm.
We've not gone to that part yet. Let me just.
No, I just want to put it side by side so that you are mindful of the kind of evidence you have. If you are asking of evidence you cannot show, then you should not ask of such thing, because if you ask the same question, you won't be able to show evidence.
The Prime Boy says that Wumi stabbed Mohbad.
Let's work with what we have so far.
Okay. The Prime Boy says that Wumi stabbed Mohbad.
Do you believe Wumi killed Mohbad?
She orchestrated the killing. She's part of it.
What is the evidence? What evidence?
Yeah, we've also heard from testimony from other people that there were also fight between Wumi and Mohbad. But Papadano, let me just go.
Nobody so far. Wait, nobody so far. The closest to a fight was choking each other on the neck with a cloth, that is locking shit on each other's neck, and that did not give Mohbad injury.
Okay, let me say now, for instance.
The nurse came to treat injury, right?
Okay. Let me say.
There's noise in your background. There's noise in your background. Don't let them block my account. There's noise in your background. The nurse came to treat injury created by who? Who caused that injury on Mohbad?
Apparently, let me even say something to Skill 87. Now, Prime Boy has been accused of doing something. About 5 people have said almost the same thing. Now it's left for Prime Boy to prove that did not happen. So all this evidence that you're looking for, I think Prime Boy should be the one looking for evidence to prove there was no fight. Do you understand, Skill 87? Because they've accused him. So all he's got to do now is to find a way to exonerate himself. So he has to go from A, B, C to find.
You know what? I think I want to. It is those people who are giving Prime Boy money. They are the one giving him money. That telling him nonsense. All of this nonsense that is coming to do. Before he went to jail, he know all this is. Why didn't he do it? Me, I don't. You see, me. There's one thing I like in my life. Me, I like fairness. I know that Wumi have a hand in what came about. We might be part of those that came about. Evidence is not so easy for us to get evidence. We must work with every information. Everybody must speak that truth for us to know. The involvement of Wumi. Right, but again, we have to be fair to all the characters. What if the person that you all are suspecting is not the one? Have you thought of that? And that's why sometimes I engage differently.
Prime Boy. Okay.
In my own opinion, though, in as much as they are all lying, all of them, even including the sitting arrangements. Do you know that people are giving us different scenario about the sitting arrangements in the car? Then Darusha said it was Mohbad that was sitting behind him. Okay, which made more sense to me. But Prime Boy said he was the one sitting behind Darusha. Oh.
Okay, if that is the case, then Darusha is more correct, because it was a glass on Mohbad's side, on the driver's side, that was broken. So it makes sense. Then Darusha was right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That Darusha was more right to me. But even in the face of knowing that they all are lying, and everybody wants to save their head, I'm still going to maintain it that scientifically, that injury and the way they said Mohbad sustained it did not marry. That pattern of injury, you see, I cannot I cannot come to terms with the location of the injury, and you telling me that injury was sustained from punching a glass. Because you see, even Prado's glass, when you punch them, they don't chatter in that pattern. That is where my concerns lies. And another thing is, if truly, I am not here to defend Prime Boy. They are all lying. Even with the sitting arrangement, everybody is lying because I don't even know who to believe. And if I have to go by my own knowledge and biases, I will have to say I believe Darosha when it comes to the sitting arrangements. But having said that, scientifically, the injury could not have been sustained from what they described. One, I don't believe that there will be a fight of that magnitude of breaking a glass, according to them, and not even a single clip is out there. I find it difficult to come to terms with. Okay, this is not in defense of Prime Boy. This is in the quest for truth. So to me, those two things, and then this, Pariano is on the phone, but also I want us to also remember now, I think, let me see something. I sent a message. Let me see if I get a response back. They said, they said there was another person in the car, which was maybe Mohbad's photographer or somebody. OG. The OG was also in the car for the first time. So somebody else can talk. I'm getting to something that said it's urgent. Let me mute.
Don't you think these names that are mentioned right now, don't you think they've all planned, like, okay, call this person's name, then the inquest will say, okay, let's bring him down to come and testify. And this person will go with the same, also their script that they've been analyzing on, they've been practicing. So all these things, I see it as a game. You know, what were you saying the last time, the sniper? I went to attend to something, so I'm not sure.
If you 87, I'm saying you were talking about evidence to show that there was a fight indeed, right? And I'm saying about 5 people have said the same thing. Now, the evidence you're looking for, you should be Prime Boy looking for evidence to exonerate.
Okay, please stop there first. Can't 5 people be against someone that they want that person to go down?
Of course,
these people, they are all okay. These people, they are all carcus. They are all together. They're working hand in hand. They also, in a way, have something done wrong for them to go down. So they can always come together. It doesn't mean that 5 people. It doesn't mean that 5 people came to say one thing about you. It means that you are that person. You understand? People lie against people to go to jail. That is obvious.
You're not
so in this situation right now, happens to be the case. So I don't really. If you do you believe those guys? They are all testimonies.
It's not about what I believe now. Now, there are 6 people. 5 people have said you did something, right? It's possible that 5 people can plan against you. Yes, it's possible. But they will still take 5 people over one person. Now, that one person, you have to prove that you did not do what they've accused you of. If 5 people have said you've done this thing. If I've accused you of something now, you have to prove that you didn't do it. 5 people have accused you of doing something. So now it's left for you to now look for a way to exonerate yourself. Like, I didn't do this. You might have people, witnesses, go and get Perkins. Perkins said he was there. Perkins, would you come and testify? That you have to go. They've accused you. If you can't find a way to exonerate yourself, you're going down.
So Perkins said he was there.
I think Perkins said he was in the show. So maybe Perkins can come serve as a witness that there was no fight. Do you understand? He needs to go around. He needs to go to that Ikoro to look for people that were there, anybody to support him, to say there was no fight. And it's not by word of mouth. Sorry?
Let's go by the police testimony. The police said when Mohbad wanted to eat Prime Boy, he missed and he ate the glass, right? And that was where the injury occurred, right? Okay. The photo visuals that the police showed on their criminal report, is that visible to you? Is that clear to you to see that this damage was of this magnitude, as in this damage can lead to, as in what they said, profuse bleeding? Does that go in line with what they're trying to establish?
Okay, to answer your question, right, we all know that it doesn't, but that is what they are saying is happening. So it's not
that won't work in the court of law.
Who says?
That won't work. It doesn't mean that the police, anybody, look, the police can say whatever they want to say. Doesn't mean that is going to happen. You understand?
But if your autopsy comes out and showed that it was that cut that killed him, the injection, that was what the nurse came to treat. There was a cut he sustained from the show. Either profusely or not profusely, be it a little blood, okay, drop of blood, worst case scenario, and that is what the nurse came to treat, all right? They will still hold on to Prime Boy because they've established they had a fight, and it was that fight. Hello, can you hear me? They've established it was that fight. They've established it was that fight that caused that injury. You get me? So it's left for Prime Boy to prove there was no fight. As long as they still stand on there was a fight, then it's a problem.
And there was no video recorded. There were no pictures. But these are the people where when they were coming to the show, they were all videos all over Mohbad. Even when they finished, I think before Mohbad even go to stage, even when he was on stage, there were videos, there were recordings, there were pictures of him performing that night. But in that very sensitive.
Wait, let me ask you a question. If you've gone out with your friend now and your friend is fighting, what are you going to do? Are you going to take phone and start recording?
Not me. There are other people that might do that.
So, but unfortunately now there is nobody did that. Nobody has put out a video now. So
that's hard to believe. Then that's hard to believe.
Then we have to look for somebody. See, when they've accused you of something, it might not be real, but unfortunately they've accused you, and you're going to have to find a way to exonerate yourself. You get me? If Prime Boy had come out in his first video and said, I was not there at all, that would have been different. He said they had an argument. He tried to punch him. He said he admitted to all of those. He just said he never punched him. He said he never punched him. So he admitted that there was something. It's a different thing if he had said nothing of such ever happened.
Okay, you and I is talking now, right? Mm-hmm. Do you agree that the police would have let that car leave the station? The police would have confiscated that car. That car would have been in the police custody till now. Do you agree with that?
But that is if the police, if they took the car in the first place. Who knows if they did? Because this was 8 days after. Don't forget. It wasn't.
I'm saying they can still trace the car now. They can still trace the car.
Also, if they trace the car, do you think they will still find that that window broken? That person would have.
That's an exhibit. So whoever is touching that is trying to hide evidence.
You're not getting the point. Now, they did not arrest them immediately. This was 8 days after. That person did not know that police was going to invite you for anything. Now you damaged my car, you give me money to go and repair my car. I will go repair my car. I didn't know police was going to need my car. I've gone to repair it. Then you understand, this was 8 days after. It wasn't immediately, it wasn't next day.
So how did police get the photo of the damaged glass?
That is what we're saying. Something is wrong, but we have to catch them in their lies. If we can't catch them in their lies, then there's nothing we can do. If we can't catch them in their lies, there's nothing we can do. You have to.
What do you mean we can't catch them on their lies? How do you mean we can't catch them on their lies? I don't understand that.
Let me answer. Let me explain further.
You've perceived lie in this testimony. Right? You've perceived some testimonial lies in their testimonies, right? So why don't you think the police have more experts?
All right.
Within them to really know that they're lying, and they should go deep down on them to really fetch out their lies. Okay. So that's why I'm talking about the compromised.
All right,
the compromised.
Okay, let me ask this again. I know you live outside the country. Do people get away with crime where you live?
Of course, definitely.
Why not? So how do you think they get away with the crime? Police will know that you're lying, but they don't have evidence. They know you're lying, but they don't have evidence.
It depends on the sort of crime. There are crimes that police. There are crimes that police. Sometimes it depends on the sort of crime. There are crimes that the evidence is very far-fetched. You understand? That you cannot. That the police, whether America or the UK or wherever, if the police wants to ignore some certain things and they don't want to bring the killers, whether Nigeria, US or UK, they can do that. It has happened. It has happened in the UK very, very well as well. I can go as far back as the murder of Stephen Lawrence in the UK. So the police refused, as in they disrespected the family. They didn't want to get the killers, but the public forced the hands of the police to do the right thing. They still prosecute people at the end of the day. But if you look at their character investigating that case, they didn't want to get the killers because there are white boys that have lynched a black boy. So this difference is also happened. But in this case right now, we are talking about Nigeria now. Okay. You can't tell me the police have not seen loopholes in whatever they are saying to really do the right thing. Simply because, to my understanding, I believe there are prominent people involved in this thing that the police are trying to protect as well, that might be mentioned if they do the right thing. We all know this. We're not stupid.
But these are all assumptions until we can prove that.
It's all assumption.
Until we can prove that. What if it's the police that is not doing their job? What if it's just the police that can't be bothered?
I don't think so.
And that's what I said is an assumption. That is what you think. You can't say you're sure that there is somebody sitting on this case. It's all assumption. It's all assumption. You can't say for sure you know there is somebody. If I ask you who is the person, what are you going to say?
Let me establish. Let me take us to another dimension. Okay, fine. If you look at this case, what I'm talking about, prominent person sitting on the case, for instance. Okay, Paparano, thank God you back. So what I wanted to say is that what I'm trying to say is that on Mohbad's petition, he mentioned Obayelegushi, for instance, right? We all know that. If you go through Mohbad petitions and he mentioned how he was threatened and they're beating up and so on like that, as in they said they would kill him and so on and so forth. So when you see that figure has been mentioned there, and it comes to the question of DNA, and when this Elegushi name was mentioned on the DNA issue, it was muted for so many months. It didn't interfere. It didn't say nothing. So now that it came out and with the publications and says that it's not, it doesn't have anything to do with the paternity of that boy. That so the public now saw that fine, okay, he's come out to debunk it. Why taking so long at that time? But it eventually came out. It came out and it says that. So now that the question about DNA is going on, And the letter established scientifically that that boy does not belong to Mohbad. So you now, as a sniper, will now have to trace the paternity of that boy. And eventually, maybe they try to keep this away from the public. They find out that man is truly the father. In the future, he came out to say that, yes, we now know maybe 5 years down the line or 10 years down the line, then he eventually is the father of that boy. That at 2023, 2024, we are still asking questions. So what will you not say at that time, and what would be his punishment?
Okay,
in this aspect?
Skill 87. Let's start from basic, right? The first thing we need to do is what happened to Mohbad. Then we'll go to why was he killed. Why could be the DNA, the Liam. But we need to know how he died, right? Do you agree? Now,
yes.
Good. So the Elegushi, if Elegushi was the father, we'll come back to that after we found out what killed this boy. Then we start going to the why. Now, what killed this boy is what they're talking about, which is he had a fight at the show. Prime Boy, his first interview, he never said, oh, it never happened, oh, He admitted to a little bit that, oh, yeah, he told me to come out of the car, So which means he agreed that there was some kind of tussle between them. Now, about 5 people had come to the inquest now. They said almost the same thing Prime Boy had said. The only difference there is I did not punch the window or whatever. That's the only difference. But every other thing aligned.
Who did not punch the window? Mohbad or Prime Boy?
Prime Boy or Mohbad. None of them saw who punched the window. Right?
Okay.
Nobody saw it.
Okay. What they're saying that Mohbad wanted to eat Prime Boy, then he eat the window.
Yeah, that is what they said. But Darusha said otherwise. At the last.
Okay, Darusha said Prime Boy point. You're saying now that Darusha said Prime Boy punched the window.
Yeah, so we know. See, bro, I understand. Yeah, nice.
Can I join this conversation? You see, I'm not going to ever believe in my life, in the times I've spent in this world, that Mohbad had any injury at that show, and the people there did not find it fit for them to give him first aid. It's a lie. Nothing like injury in that show. There was no any injury. There was no any punch of glass. There was nothing like profusely at that show till they get to that house, because we all have common sense. Even a mad person, immediately you see your blood, you look for something to stop that bleeding. The first thing, if their stories is not saying we rush into one place or this or that, they are all liars.
The sniper, okay. Can I also ask you that?
Sorry,
can I also ask you that? Do you agree? Do you agree?
My opinion.
See, I beg. Let me just go on with the sniper. I know that.
Which language is that one? Which language is that one? Which is that?
I'm greeting him. Okay. He's my guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So the sniper, I understand you versatile. You understand what is going on, but you want to take it according to evidence sake. You understand? But sometimes we need to be plain and point hands to where the wrong is. Do you agree that the police should conduct a data phone forensic to really establish who they want to convict or not?
Of course, but we know police don't want to work. We know police don't want to work.
Okay. The police have deliberately ignored that.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Excuse wait. Yeah. The police did not deliberately ignore that. The police have been out of this case since the day they gave us that preliminary report and took their reports to the inquest.
They've gotten pressures now. They've gotten pressures. They've been exposed. The public have pointed the errors and lies in that preliminary report. So they have to go back and do the right thing. That is what that means. So if they've ignored to establish a data phone forensic, which means that how do you want to prosecute or convict my client to go to jail when you've not even conducted a full-fledged investigation to establish that? I will argue on that basis. That's all I'm just trying to say in this instance, because I'm not covering Prime Boy. If Prime Boy has anything to do with Mohbad's death, he should go down. Any of them. I'm strictly for justice. I'm not.
Q87, calm down. Hold on. So your argument will be based on because police did not do mobile phone forensic here. That is why they cannot.
Yeah, to catch up some liars. To catch up.
Now, if your client has admitted to fighting that person, do you still need to do mobile phone forensic?
The Prime Boy admit fighting Mohbad.
That is what have I telling? What have I been saying since? He said there was a tussle between them. That he didn't punch. He said he did not throw punch. It was Mohbad that threw punch. He did not throw punch.
Okay. Where did they say Mohbad died?
Mohbad died at home.
Okay, he died at home. Mm-hmm. Okay, there were communications made, right? To families, to people to come to see what have happened and how they've been trying to help him or whatever, right? Okay, so don't you think those communications that were made to family, friends, the nurse, or whoever, is important for them to see the transcript of those communications?
Now, if the nurse had said, I did not come to that house to treat anybody, now they'll probably look in that direction. Now there is a nurse that is saying, I came to that house to treat this person. This person had an injury. This person has confessed to that. So what am I tracing again? Is if I do not admit that someone like Spending now, Spending can say they need to look into mobile phone forensic because I did not make any call to the nurse. I did not even speak to the nurse at all. They want to prove if there was a communication between both those two. That is why they will need the mobile forensic. But if I said, I came to this house to treat this person, it was the injection that killed this person, what do they need to do mobile forensic for again?
They still need that. This is a border case. There were communication made already on people asking, calling, talking, saying things to one another. Okay, look at Darosha. Darosha says that they gave Baba 2 million, the 2 million ginger Baba, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Darosha also says that he was telling Baba not to, and other people, for Baba not to bury Mohbad on time. And Baba refused, right? And Darosha also says that there was a call that came through to Baba from Ikorodu that Baba shouldn't bring Mohbad down or Baba shouldn't bury Mohbad or whatever. So these are communications. Okay. So Baba now might lie. And
wait, you let Baba respond to that. Baba has not said where Darosha lied about that one.
The
Baba
police are
has
listening.
Darosha lied now. When if Baba say if that thing did not happen, then they will look into. If you don't run before you crawl. They've said something now. Baba has not said it's a lie. It's only when Baba says it's a lie that never happened. That is why they will now need the mobile forensic. Why do I need to? All of these things cost money. So
what costs money?
If Baba has not things to go out mobile forensic, this money now is not free.
It's not free.
Listen is Skill 87. If I accuse you of something, I'll say it again now. If I said I called you at 2:00 and you said you did not say anything, there's no need for anybody to go and start digging. It's when you say I never called you, that is when they will say bring evidence that you called this person. You not saying anything means you're basically admitting to I called you. It's not like you're dead now. If you're dead now, I will say, okay, how do we prove you're alive? And you're not saying anything. Why do I need mobile forensic to confirm that?
You still need that regardless, because there are so many communications that were enacted between all of them. So that's why I'm saying that. Like now, for instance, we also have a confusion that Mohbad died on Monday, but officially says that he died on Tuesday.
Okay. That one now, you can look into the time they called Baba. All of those, or you can use Mohbad, because Baba is saying they called me on Tuesday. Now, to point that they called on Monday, they will need Mohbad forensic. That one, yes, I agree with you. That okay, we are trying to say the call was on the Monday.
Not only Baba on that aspect, the daughter, Adura's communication to the mother on what has happened to Mohbad.
Yes, all those ones. He's still pointing out that we want to prove all of those. Yeah, he's still pointing out that we want to prove that the call was made on Monday. Yes, those ones I agree. But if you know there is a reason, there is a reason to believe this person died on Monday. If autopsy result comes out now and they prove that he died on Tuesday, those things won't matter anymore.
Autopsy result cannot prove. The autopsy result cannot prove.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
If they have the time of death, if they have the time of death and all of those things, they don't need all those things anymore. The autopsy has said all of these things they need to know. See, I understand that Prime Boy, I believe Prime Boy did not do what he said he's done, but only God can help him. Only God.
Because the sniper.
Yes, sister.
The sniper, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Please. Not only God can help Prime Boy, because, for example, if you and your friend got into a fight, and during that process, during that fight, your friend wanted to injure you, just for example, and your friend hit his hand and he got injured. Your friend did not fall down in that process. He did not fainted. He went home, and your friend got a nurse or whatsoever and got treated. And because the treatment went wrong, because of he did not get the right treatment, he never went to the hospital for a doctor to check him properly. He went and used a quack nurse and he died. He said it's the friend. No judge in the world will ever convict Prime Boy for that. If that's the story, no judge in this world. Because one, you're supposed to bring a doctor report. You, in any conflict, in any injury, you must go to the proper medication, to the proper way of medication. If you did not do that and anything went wrong, it's not on anybody. Just let's know that first of all. We should stop mixing up things. Prime Boy, okay, even if Prime Boy injured him, what he should have done, he should have go and take medical reports. Even now, if the pathologist cannot establish that injury can kill Mohbad, Prime Boy is going nowhere. Only the pathologist, the medical personnel can say that. If they did not say that, nobody will rope Prime Boy or in. Only them. If the autopsy did not say, if the autopsy and the toxicology did not say that Prime Boy, the injury that Mohbad had, that's what killed him. Even as that, Prime Boy can even plead not guilty. He can plead not guilty. He will go nowhere. That's why the only thing is that he should get a smart lawyer. A very smart lawyer. They should stop thinking Prime Boy has a case. Prime Boy has no case. If nobody can bring forward that this is the video that I saw Prime Boy injuring Mohbad, nowhere, nobody will do anything to Prime Boy. We should stop mixing these things. The only person I know has case in this. No, listen. The only person I know that has.
No, person not my house. That is Zad's Prime Boy's girlfriend.
You know how things work. Normal things, not criminal ways. It's only when they want to do criminality. But if not criminal ways or alleged, Prime Boy did not injure Mohbad. There's no proof for that. And the pathologist and autopsy did not say he killed Mohbad. That's all. That's what I want to say.
I agree with Sazo. I agree with you. What all these that you're saying, Prime Boy, nobody is going to be prosecuted in this case. That is why they shifted everything to Prime Boy.
The evidence is weak to me. the Prime Boy, the evidence, as in these people that are coming to give those testimony on Prime Boy fighting Mohbad and is the cause of the injury, and they called a nurse and Mohbad reacted to treatment, and it was rushed, then he died. It doesn't, this is what they're trying to establish at the end of the day, but it's not clear because they are all liars. They're lying. They're using one voice to pin the guy down because they are all together because they know what happened that they protect him. So that is why we have to go other routes to get them. That is where we have to. That is what the legal team of Prime Boy should work on.
The legal team of Prime Boy, they know everything. All these things, they are all planned. They are all planned.
The sniper, let's say that fight occur now in that environment, yeah, and the organizers of the show, according to Prime Boy, went to Cubana Chief Priest, right? The sniper.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
Yeah. He went to Cubana Chief Priest, and Cubana Chief Priest came down to the scene. Didn't they see the injury of Mohbad? Now Mohbad was injured or a glass was broken.
All right, can I answer that?
God bless you. God bless you.
Can I answer that? Can I answer that? Those are the witnesses Prime Boy needs. He needs to go and get Cubana to come and testify. There's nothing of such happened in the show. Those are the things I'm telling you about. Those people, he needs to go see those people and talk to them. They will come testify. They're going to come as a witness that when there was no fight, blah 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 blah. But without those things,
Prime Boy is not the one to call Cubana Chief Priest. Prime Boy is not supposed to call Cubana Chief Priest. He's the police, he's his lawyer or the other lawyer that's supposed to call Cubana Chief Priest.
Prime Boy, what am I saying? Prime Boy is still Prime Boy's lawyer, not Prime Boy's lawyer. I'm talking about Prime Boy and his lawyer. I'm talking about Prime Boy and his lawyer. That's what I'm talking about.
Are you conversant with the statement given by Sosto? What did he say? Can we just? There is something I want to try to bring out from that. If you can rephrase, please.
I don't. Probably said. Sele will probably know. I can't remember. But I think he said nothing happened in the show or something like that. And Mohbad got home safe. Basically, I think he never said there was a fight in the show. Yeah, I think that's what he said. He never said there was a fight in the show.
Okay. And Soso was part of the organizer of that show, right?
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does Soso now make those testimony of those Darosha, Adura, and the rest of them became a lie as well?
Well, when he said those things, it wasn't under oath. No, so it wasn't under oath. He would have to come to the inquest. Let him come to the inquest and say it under oath.
But he has given a statement publicly, right?
Yeah, he said it publicly, but it doesn't mean that that's not under. Anybody can say.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying. Yeah, I know. I'm not saying that is under oath, but he gave it publicly. So what I'm trying to establish there is that he gave it publicly. So the inquest need to invite him because is also someone that is an important personnel to come to that inquest, to come and say that same things he gave to the public, that there was no fight.
The same way Zoro said Mohbad died on Monday publicly. Have they invited Zoro to the inquest to come and tell them how we knew Mohbad died on Monday?
We've not gone to that side yet. If we should go to that side, we can go to that side. That side put Wumi into the crime as well. It make Wumi
exactly.
Very, very
everybody
guilty.
should come out and say what they want to say.
Yeah, we are coming there. Zoro is not stupid to say that Mohbad died on Monday, whereas Mohbad died on Tuesday. Mama Mohbad himself, the mother to the dead guy, says that Mohbad died on Monday twice. So that is cogent, that is convincing enough to really say that Mohbad died on Monday. So if they want to argue that, let's go on their data phone forensic to find out what communication that were communicated between all parties. If you want to argue more.
And when we get to criminal court, when we get to criminal court, they will do all of that. Let's, Tim K want to say something.
I want to ask a question, no. There is a question I want to ask. During the time that this guy, what's his name again? Very dark black man, when something happens and he called out Wunmi for DNA. I'm not trying to point fingers on anybody because I said
you want to communicate, come to I don't normally come to panelists.
I'm just saying something.
I'm sorry. There is someone on the comment section. If you want, you can come up. Let's have a conversation. So I'm not, which is Ola just so like. So if you think I'm not saying what is right, you can come up to the panelists. Let's rub mind.
Okay, so why did Cubana chief priest and Davido whatsoever is his name? Why did they call Very Dark Man? Because that was the first time of Cubana chief priest and Davido calling Very Dark Man when Very Dark Man was pointing out on Wunmi. Then after then, Very Dark Man slowed down. What is the, I don't know, connection that Cubana chief priest and Davido have regarding this death of Mohbad? I'm just saying no. I'm looking at everything, everybody, because we are pointing at Wunmi. I believe that Wunmi has a hand. I'm team. I don't like Wunmi at all. She must go for the DNA. But there are lots of people involved in this thing, in this case of Mohbad. A lot. Too many people involved in it.
Wait, do you have evidence that they called Very Dark Man? Or is just what you thought?
I don't have to have evidence. It was on screen. They called, that was the first time, and there was a video. Very Dark Man did not know David before. That was the first time of him meeting David and Cubana chief priest during that time. And then Very Dark Man slowed down. He slowed down about the case of Mohbad. Okay, nobody can tell me that he knew something about, because whatsoever when David did his wedding, then Very Dark Man did all those things he did. David dare not talk something about Very Dark, because this guy knows a lot about David and Cubana chief priest. They dare not. Because if they say anything, he's going to bring out everything concerning Mohbad's death. I'm telling you guys.
Well, we cannot hold people to their opinion. You have your opinion. Very Dark Man have got his opinion. His network. It is not easy to find the video. You understand? Many people knew Davido, you understand, as an artist that sings. They know Cubana chief priest as money, now water. You understand? It could just be a coincidence for Davido and Cubana to invite him. And my question now is, in this case of Mohbad, VDM, has it done good or bad in exposing the conspiracy of this case? Yes or no?
Did very well. He opened everybody's eyes. So and Cubana priest was there when they did whatsoever they did at the concert. The Cubana chief priest was supposed to go. They were supposed to call him to come, and the way they called Darosha and whatever, even if it was not in the house, they were supposed to interrogate him too.
You mean Cubana chief priest?
Oh yes.
He was supposed to be interrogated. You know the problem that we are having? Nobody as a citizen, VDM is a citizen of Nigeria with a voice. Nobody has the audacity to...
That is where I'm saying now that they already compromised. They shut him up.
Do you think with the things he's saying, he has been shut up? Because VDM is even the one that told us about he's exposing too much.
No. They shut him up to some extent, but maybe if they trigger him, he will say something. In the future, nobody knows because that guy is kind of out of his brain. So if they trigger him, he will say something. He tried to do something during David's wedding so that they will talk. They will point. They never say anything. They dare not. The way we are saying that, Aloba, whatever.
Okay, Piers, do you think that with the way the whole world is screaming at Wumi, you understand, with the way the whole world is screaming and holding Wumi responsible for the death and life of Mohbad, do you think that if Cubana or Davido have a hand in that conspiracy, don't you think Wumi will have come out to defend herself?
That is what I'm saying. I'm not saying they. I said they know. Cubana Chief Priest David, that is why I'm saying this thing is not just that Wumi. There are lots of people involved, big people involved, and a lot of people know a lot of things about what happened.
Okay, my sister, let me ask you one question. Do you live in Nigeria, right?
No, I live in Canada.
Okay, you've lived in Nigeria before. If you are driving and you see a dead body by the roadside, what will you do?
In Nigeria, I don't, because I've been out of Nigeria for 30 years. So I was young when I left Nigeria. I wasn't driving then. So in Canada, I can say in Canada, if somebody died, of course, now we will have to wait. We will have to see what's going on. Call the police, call the 911. But in Nigeria, I don't know their system.
Let me now answer that. In Nigeria, if you see a dead body, people are used to looking away. Everybody mind their business. You understand? Now, where I'm going to is all these people that you mentioned now, everybody is busy with their life. They are minding their business. If there is any reason for the police or the inquest or the lawyers of Baba or the lawyers or anything, if they think these people is directly involved or anyhow involved in that, then they should call them out. And that is where
Baba will say something because Baba is also the family. They are failed. They are failed. Let's just not talk about the family. You know, without the family, we can also fight this case. Putting the family aside, you know, because we don't have a good system in Nigeria. When family fails to do something, then the government will do it. You know, so the family, we should just forget those are wasted family. The guy never had family.
Okay. Now, you said that Mohbad himself have a wasted family. When his family is doing like this, how do you expect Davido and Cubana Chief Priest to be involving themselves in this very dirty?
Cubana and Davido don't have any problem in this.
You understand? They have shown their own due diligence.
They don't have any problem in this. Cubana is just a person that just invites Mohbad to his show.
That is where the case is. When it comes to murder, when it comes to death, there is nobody that's saying nobody has a hand. They have to interrogate all of them, because he was the one that took Mohbad death. He was the one that invited Mohbad. So he was supposed to be interrogated. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The reason why you are saying this is because you are not in Nigeria. You understand? Because in first place that Cubana will never know what conspiracy between Mohbad and Wumi from house before going to the show.
No, I'm saying this one, nobody knows what happened. Everybody is blind. They were supposed to go.
They know what happened. Not live with Mohbad and his wife.
What I'm trying to say is that
they know what happened.
You guys are saying you know.
Mohbad did not
you guys are saying you know.
We don't know.
We don't know. They were supposed to interrogate them 48 hours before the
police said they interrogated 26 people. 15 were living with Mohbad. Let's say these people
what about Cubana Chief Priest?
They interrogated them. Yes.
They should do that. Okay. They should do that.
Piers, let me now support my first phrase when I started or when I came into this show. You see, I said that if there was a fight at that show to the extent of blood, You understand? Cubana chief priest will have come out to say when he saw the blood, he took this person to the hospital, or he said to his manager, take him to the hospital. Simple. And there was no fight.
Excuse me. You are saying there was no fight. And those people that are giving their testimony said there was fight. Women said there was fight. And every other person said there was fight. Why are they not calling Cubana? Why are they not inviting Cubana chief priest to come and say his own?
But wait, the people that are saying...
You know that Mohbad is from Brodu?
The people that are saying that there's a fight, they didn't mention Cubana chief priest or mention the people.
Prime Boy said he went to Cubana chief priest and talked to him. No, you know that you guys are just putting sentiments. Everybody there are supposed to be. No. Let me tell you, my father was a judge. Hold on, I know what I'm talking about. They were supposed to call him. They were supposed to invite Cubana chief priest. That is what I'm still saying. And forget about he has money to compromise everything. They were supposed to call him.
Yes, they are supposed to invite him. They are supposed to invite him. The same way they are inviting Sam Larry and Naira Marley.
Yes.
You understand? Now, inviting him means that he was also close to Mohbad in that fight. Now, what we want to hear from him is, did you see a fight or not? You understand? And if this responsible person that has a business to protect, has a name to protect...
No. When it comes to murder, there is nothing to protect. That is somebody that is dead. There is nothing to protect because he was the one that took Mohbad. He was the one that invited Mohbad there. They were supposed to, I'm still standing, they were supposed to call him and interrogate him because the reason Prime Boy already said he went to Cubana, he already mentioned his name. They were supposed to call him. Forget about his business. This is somebody that is dead. Who is Cubana chief priest to say, oh, I want to protect my business?
I understand where you are coming from.
Let me ask you a quick
You
question. Let me ask you a quick question. If hold on, Sele. If you will speak to Cubana now, what question will ask Cubana?
I will ask him what he knows about everything. I will ask him if he really witnessed, if Prime Boy came to him because if there was a fight, there is no way Cubana chief priest will not witness it. If there was a fight, because he was the one that invited, if they really want to know that Prime Boy did this or they were fighting, this is a star. No matter what, he is a star. This is Mohbad, a musician. Yeah. This is a star.
Yes,
there is no way there will be a fight.
Sorry. Please, let me ask you a question. Wait, please, 1 minute. I want to ask that, do you think if truly there was a fight, there was a punched glass, broken glass, don't you think with Liam being in that car, they are supposed to switch cars? Because Mohbad had 2 Prados to himself and his crew. Don't you think they were supposed to switch cars, that's Prado, to the one that is not damaged and leave the boys with the one that is damaged? If truly there was that fight that turned to a breaking of glass.
But they are saying there was a fight. We are saying if truly. But what they are saying is that there was a fight. We should stand with that there was a fight. We are the one saying we don't know. And secondly, I want to ask you a question. There was that's your own opinion. But people that are going there to testify, they said there was a fight. Okay. Let me ask you a question. I have a question.
Mohbad and his wife. It's nobody else.
No, but they said, you wait now. All their testimony is that there was a fight. That Russia said there was a fight. This one said, okay, for example, if you invite me to your house or you invite me to somewhere, then I'm a musician or whatever. And I don't think you're going to go before I go. You're going to wait. Maybe we will leave the same time, or I will leave before you go because you are the organizer, one of the organizers, wherever. Then you will hear that somebody you invited is fighting because there is no way if there was really a fight. Because I don't believe there was a fight, but they said there was a fight. If really there was a fight and you heard that, oh, Mohbad, the person that is fighting, are you not supposed to run to come and see what's going on?
Okay, PS, if you are opportune to see somebody fighting and there's a punch and there's blood, what is the first thing that you will do to that person?
That is the reason why they should, it's first thing. That is the reason why they should call the guy to come and say, if it's true, there was a fight. He has a lot to say to this because he was the one that, because their own channel did something to, what's his name again, Prime Boy, that there was a fight, and we don't believe there was a fight. Then the only person they have to call now is Cubana Chief Priest, because there's no way he will say he wasn't there if really there was a fight, because he was the one that invited this guy.
I think Prime Boy's lawyer, that is an assignment for Prime Boy's lawyer if they are trying to exonerate Prime Boy. Now, let me ask you, do you think that somebody that is bleeding profusely, that you know is bleeding profusely, why would you lock his shirt on the 3MB?
No, I know he did not fight. I know. I'm just saying they should call him to come and say the truth, to come and say what he knows about me. I know there was nothing like fights over there. So because I followed this case right from the day Mohbad died, I know there was nothing. They are all lying. At the end, nobody is going to be prosecuted because they all compromised. All of them. They are all in the same basket. All of them. They are turning to, what's his name? Prime Boy, so that at the end, they will say, oh, it was self-defense, or maybe they were two fighting, or whatever. Then it will go free, maybe 1 year, 2 years. Then later, whatsoever they are going to give to him, they will give it to him. That is just it. It's going to end up like that.
I agree with you. What I have to say, I'm coming, sir.
Let me ask her one more question. Do you think that if there was a fight, Darosha that left Mohbad 2 a.m. would not have come to Mohbad the next day?
I just told you. I said there was no. I said there was no fight. I just told you. I said there was nothing like fight.
Thank you so much.
Cubana Chief Priest out to come and say the truth, because there was nothing like fight. They are channeling this thing to the way that this is the easiest way they are going to go out of this case. That's Prime Boy and Mohbad fought. That is just the easiest way, because Mohbad and Prime Boy fighting. Oh, he used his hand to hit the glass. Blah. At long, they will give him just maybe some months. If they will even jail him, then everybody go scot-free. Nobody will be jailed. That is just it. That is just it.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, all. I have been on this panel for quite an hour now, listening to everybody. I don't know if I can just chip in one or two things.
Go on,
I want to ask every one of us here
Go on,
this panel today. So, good morning. How many of us here today on this panel believe that Smith and Bankole can help us get this justice we are looking for?
I believe that.
I am saying Wahab Shitu have not been able to deliver the justice we're looking for. I have the hope that if Smith and Bankole is deeply involved in this case, we will make a headway. And where am I heading to? The magistrate in Corona had bluntly refused Smith and Bankole. And the only way we can get them involved in this case is by way of allowing Smith and Bankole to take charge of Prime Boy defense in this matter, thereby giving them the opportunity to be able to fight for the real justice we are looking for. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody.
Yes, sir.
Sandy, can you mute? So I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, because they will literally be an outsider compared to Joseph Aloba legal team. That doesn't mean
the fact that they are not allowing.
Hold on. That doesn't mean Prime Boy should push aside his current legal team. All I'm just saying is that they should match them together, thereby giving Smith an opportunity to be relevant in this case. And the public can finance the payment for Smith and Bankole. Go ahead, Celeste.
Mr. K, can I ask you quickly? I don't understand what you said. Are you saying the public lawyer should stand with Prime Boy's lawyer? Is that what you're saying? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Can anybody hear me?
Us bringing Smith and Bankole to work with Prime Boy lawyer so that he could be deeply involved in this case, since the coroner magistrate doesn't want them in this case.
So are you saying the public should now get justice for Prime Boy? Is that what you're saying? Because I don't see how Baba and Prime Boy should come together. Like, don't understand. I'm lost.
I am not saying Joseph Aloba and Prime Boy should come together, because it looks like the family are complicit in all of this. I am saying Smith and Bankole should join hand with Prime Boy defense team to look for this justice we are all asking for. The sniper, did you get my point?
I got you now. Yeah, I got you now. So, yeah. So basically, the public lawyer will come here and probably be speaking. Will be coming from the angle of Prime Boy, right? So that way, he's going to be able to look into the Baba, the Darusha camp, right? So it's coming to like fight in favor of Prime Boy.
It's just gonna be on the side of Prime Boy to be able to get into the case, because the coroner magistrate doesn't want him for reason best known to that magistrate. But Joseph Aloba legal team are not doing the right thing. And we're made to understand that Smith and Bankole had tons of questions to ask the state government, what do they call it? The toxicologist. He has a ton of questions to ask them on the toxicologist report given by the Lagos State government. So the only way they could be involved, they could be allowed to ask this question, is if they are deeply involved in one way or the other. And the only way to get them into this is by allowing them to merge with Prime Boy. Because Joseph Aloba and his family, they are all complicit in this homicide case. They don't want no justice, to the best of my knowledge. If Odumosu could come up publicly and be saying A or B, even without hearing from the other side, it doesn't make no sense. I don't know if you all listen to the press briefing by Odumosu, by Smith and by Wahab Shitu after the last inquest, when he said 3 things were made clear: that Prime Boy fought, this happened, blah blah blah. They shouldn't have come out to be telling us that. Just like the same way Odumosu said they went to see the body, there was no mark, nothing on the body.
I agree with you. It makes a lot of sense. But how do we get a public, like, I don't understand, because anything that comes with that has to do with donations now, I don't even want to be involved. Like, I don't even want to hear it. Like, anything they want to do now, they should just dip their hand in the GoFundMe. Let them start spending the money in the GoFundMe. Any donation is a no-no for me.
I think with Smith and Bankole, we have them already, and they are representing the public. There is a reason why that Corona inquest did not want them, and now the only way we can overthrow that Corona inquest is maybe Smith and Bankole should put in an injunction, just like they did for what is the name, African TV, persecuting all these, not all the family members, not just one person, all the family members. Mama said Josiloni Kologun, Smith and Bankole should persecute her. She should come to court and defend that. One, Baba also said he saw blood. He should come and defend that. I'm sure he has some evidence of all those things. All of them have made utterances, and from there, the case is going to change direction because everybody will want to defend themselves. And I'm sure we will get justice. That will be like 10% justice because everybody will be in the witness box to defend themselves. Not inquest where they can come and lie and, waste time. But if the Smith and Bankole son can petition, not just petition them, summon them to court based on their utterances, then you will see that we are close to justice.
If I can come in here. The sniper.
Yes, sir. Me, you won't kill today. Oh, yeah.
No. It's not like that. It's not like that. I don't come up to panel all the time, but today I'm just like, I'm a little bit free. So I said, let me just push in some things there.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So far, so good. Would you say the inquest has been credible?
That's a $1 million question, Like the day I went there, I didn't see any faults. But if I'm to summarize everything, then I'll say, okay, maybe she's not being very straight. That there's something dodgy. Maybe she's not putting her foot down the way she's meant to. The magistrate, expecting some people to come to the inquest the other day and they never turned up. That means they don't read that inquest. So I believe she should make it more straight. Make it, I wouldn't say comfortable for people like that, but let them understand that, see, there is homicide going on, someone is dead, and you have to take it serious. It's like everybody just come down, just think they can do whatever and just go. Do you understand?
The sniper.
Okay.
The fact that they did not let skills. I want to just add to Sniper's answer. The fact that they did not conclude the autopsy and toxicology before they start that inquest is a all station settle kind of.
Okay. Do you think all what has been testified in the inquest so far is credible enough to pass judgment?
What kind of judgment, too? What kind of judgment? Sorry.
The file will be passed. The file will be passed to the DPP, right?
No. Yeah. Basically, but as it is, I don't think they have enough to charge anyone yet if they don't know the cause of death yet.
It's not cogent. That's what you mean.
Yeah, because they need to know, they need to find out the cause of death before you can even charge anyone. As it is now, they don't know the cause of death. So who do they want to charge?
Why would they not know the cause of death when there is an autopsy conducted and there is a toxicology conducted? Why won't they know the cause of death? Because
the Baba team believes what they've done is Genje. Baba has gone to do is. So until they complete that, until they both agree that, okay, this is it, then they will move forward. But right now, Baba is challenging what they did the last time. And now they are waiting for the Baba's autopsy and toxicology. So, okay, if I ask you now, waiting kill Mohbad, then I ask you, waiting kill Mohbad.
I can't really say what killed Mohbad, but not what they're saying that led to the death of Mohbad. That is very, very clear. That is glaring. You understand? What they're saying to us that killed Mohbad is not the truth.
So that is why they can't take the case to criminal court yet. That is why they can't take it because they don't know what killed Mohbad.
Yeah, so we can go as well, but we can from our own understanding towards the case, we can try to fetch some things that we know that went wrong somehow, some way that led to this guy's death. So unfortunately, if I would speak from my own side, I would say that I would say there was an issue between Wunmi and Mohbad in that house that gets some people involved. Then one has the upper hand and injured one. Then it led to an emergency that they were shocked and they don't know how to go about it. And based on the negligence from the medical side led to the guy's death. But this is what they're trying to cover. But because if you listen to what Mama Mohbad said, he said that Wunmi has begged her and she accepted. Why didn't she say that Prime Boy have begged her and she accepted?
Okay, can I answer your question? So 2 things you said, right? The first one, you said your own theory. That is your own. And unfortunately, you are not the one that will take this case to criminal court. So it doesn't, the judge, the coroner must find out the cause of death before they can charge anyone. They can take it to criminal court. But unfortunately, they haven't found that out yet. Now, the second one, what you said, Mama Mohbad begged, Wunmi begged Mama Mohbad. We don't know what the begging is all about. We don't know. She just said, but we don't know. We don't know. Maybe, what if she apologized for not letting her take care of Liam when they gave birth to Liam? What if it was the placenta issue? We don't know. She could have begged for anything. We don't know. We don't know. And it could have been because she killed Mohbad. We don't know. Do you understand? That begging could have been for anything. We don't know what it is. Or she can't have to say it. Right? Q87, are you there?
Yeah, so you are saying that we can't find what killed Mohbad, right?
Yes, sir.
If the autopsy comes and say that the second autopsy came and says the same thing,
they have to agree. They have to agree that that's what happened. They have to agree until they have another thing they want to bring out.
I don't think scientifically the both autopsy can say the same thing.
Until the result comes out.
But we can all say that if that is what they're coming to say, that the both autopsies and toxicology says the same thing, then that is a conspiracy. You can't look. If I take a ruler and break a ruler now, right, and you take your own ruler, same ruler, and break it, then we have to put them together again with a glue or something. Would you want to tell me that both of them will appear the same? Like, we'll do it the same, as in the way I will join mine, is that the same way you will join yours? It can't work, is it?
I totally agree with you on that, but when it comes to this autopsy here, it's probably going to go through the same process. They are going to examine and they're going to look into. So I don't see how it cannot be the same or why it cannot be different. It's what they see, they will say. So there's possibility that it might come out the same, and there's possibility that it might not come out the same. But there's no point in assuming or guessing. Let's wait. They've done it. Let's wait for the result before. But what my point is, before they can take the next step, they need to find out the cause of death. They need to know. That way they will know who to charge. What do they want to charge now? Do you understand, Ski 87?
Yes, I understand. So
Besides the open downstairs stuff. Shele, K, you guys want to say anything? Fake me.
All station settled, my brother.
Fake me, K, do you guys want to say anything? Fake me, don't just stay there. I know you've been commenting in the comment section. Open your mic. I'm going to see mic. K. Everybody don't mute too. Wahala. Bon lad.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Go on.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello. Justice for Mohbad. Hello. Can you hear me, please?
Opportunity don't pass you. You don't call your name. You don't answer. Somebody else is speaking. Hold on for one lad.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, please?
Yeah. I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. The reason why I came in was I was on the comment section when they argue about Prime Boy concerning the fight or not. But if truly they want to know whether Prime Boy fought Mohbad, I think the Prado they rented that day, why they should have gone to that place and asked the driver and the company. They will know better whether they fought, whether the glass was broken or not. So this thing doesn't require much arguments. I think that's my take. That's what I've been thinking. They should have been, because since this justice for Mohbad, there was never a time that they talk about the company where they rented the Prado Jeep. There was never a time. So I was surprised. They need to question those people too.
Bonlad, what if when the driver was there, what if the driver went to smoke Igbo when the fight was going on?
Yeah. But if the driver came back, he will know whether the glass was broken or not.
Oh yeah, glass was broken. In fact, driver was paid. The next day, he was paid to go repair the glass.
He was paid to repair the glass.
Yes.
But then you need to talk now. The driver should let people know that, okay, the glass was broken.
But the legal team of Baba, they have established three things.
Okay.
Do you want to know about the three things?
Yes, sir.
The three things is that there was a fight, an injury was sustained, and then the nurse came to treat the injury, and then the person died.
Okay.
So far, that is what our legal team have been able to establish. That's the investigation. According to Yomi, I don't know how many things has been established yet. But according to Baba Foundation, 3 things has been established. According to Wumi, I don't know what has been established yet. But according to Baba team, we know what has been established.
No. Concerning the paternity of Liam. Concerning the paternity of Liam. So
all right, now let's go there.
I think there was a time I heard that they served Wumi to do the paternity, but up to now, Wumi has not done anything.
No, she's still in court. No. Up to now, they are in court. The next month, the result will come out. They have been fighting in court. The result will come out next month on the 18th.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Thank you so much. But 3 things have been established. Pending that, we're waiting for that. 3 things has already been established.
Okay.
All right.
Do you know that it will get to a stage where the people supporting Baba will get divided? Some people will go with Prime Boy and some people will stay with Baba. Because if the Baba,
they wonder why they keep supporting people. Let them keep supporting. They will cry. They will see what will get mad before this case ends. They will get.
But the sniper, that is happening already now.
Yeah,
that is happening already.
Some will get infection.
Paparano,
can I say something? Can I clear something, please? This sniper, I'm working, please. Maybe we misunderstood Shitu. Shitu said it has been established, but it has to be proven.
No. Please wait. Don't speak. Shitu never said it has to be proven. Say what he said, please.
No, he said it. He said it in the video. No. Can we listen to it, Papa? I swear to my God, he said it. I don't have. I don't have two phones now. I just have one phone. But he said it at the end.
No problem. Let us play it. Guys, can we get the Shitu interview? Where are the scientists?
Hold on, let me
wait first. Wait first.
Let me talk to that Mr. Bola.
No. I don't want to. I want to hear directly from Shitu. I hear treaties has been established. I didn't hear everything, so maybe she's right. Let's find the
Mr. Bola.
Yes, sir, I'm with you, sir.
Yeah, if you want DLA.
Wait, guys, please. Let's not derail this.
Nothing like DLA. You wait eternity. Go and read all the laws, all the rules that guide DNA. Know how a court will clear Baba for DNA. Forget that one.
Guys, seriously.
No.
We are coming to the DNA. Let's finish with this one.
Fine, Kemi, you are not the court to decide that, please. Don't confuse the public. You are not.
Your name is not Fire Kemi, it's Feye Kemi. Not Fire.
You are not in that position to say that no court will. You are not the judge. Don't just make any statement that is completely wrong. Let's leave it like that. When it comes to establishing
what you don't see.
When it comes to establishing the DNA,
this one is fact. You are saying what you don't see in the house.
Yeah,
you don't want to listen to facts.
It's gone to the argument now. It's gone to the argument.
Unless what do you understand by fact?
It's going to the court already. Let's leave it for the court.
What do you mean by fact? Okay. What have you said so far that carries fact? Are you scientists?
Play the video. Let's listen to the video and we talk.
Exactly. I'm waiting for the. I'm trying to find.
Yes.
I'm trying to find what has been established.
Okay.
Man, 3 things has been established. Somebody please help me. I'm finding it. We have Shitu in last inquest. We have which name is famous about team or we have Shitu? Which one?
Yeah, we have Shitu. Oh, look at Arifa's page. Arifa.
Oh, he posted it.
Yes, normally they are bloggers.
Okay. 3 things has been established. I don't think this time around the post. Okay, let me see this one. No, this one is the last inquest, not.
He didn't post it.
I don't think we covered this one.
Yeah, it's not there. He didn't post it.
He didn't post this one. He didn't post this one. Let's see. Who else did it? You guys should be recording these things now. Anybody have Shitu video in that inquest? Everybody has it. Okay, let's move on. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna find it. You guys should just move on with conversation. Let me try to check around. I'll bring it soon.
I'm saying if there was a fight, the first thing after a fight and there is an injury is the hospital. Why is it that all these Darosha, Adura, all of them, their brain is not telling them to go to hospital? Because there was no fight. There was no blood. There was no reason to. Feyi, Kemi, please, let's hear from you. I want to actually know that law.
Is Mr. Sele asking me the question?
Yes.
I've heard about you before I joined. Before I joined TikTok. Now, let me tell you what happened to Mohbad, and thank God, even before the nurse came to the house, they have sent the picture of the hand to the nurse.
No. Wait. No, Mr. Feyi. They did not say they sent the picture. The nurse was
the
at
nurse
the
confirmed.
estate
Cool
gate.
down now. Let me speak now.
The nurse did not talk to us. The nurse was already
right.
at the gate.
Selene is right.
Did the nurse talk to the
Selene
police?
is right.
Did you hear? Did you watch a video? Did you see the video that the nurse friend did where they arrest Feyi? Did you see that one? That he narrates everything, that they send the picture of the hand so that he will know what he will bring for treatment.
Please, the sniper. I felt like they said the nurse was asking for the picture, but they did not send until when the nurse got to the
nurse got the picture
No.
at the gate. At the gate. At the
Yes,
gate.
they sent
You got
it, but they not
picture at the
saw
gate.
it at the gate because it doesn't have internet that time. But they sent it before the nurse arrived.
Okay.
Selene,
Now
you
you agree
understand
that you agree that they sent the picture of the hand to the nurse. You know, all of them is my one thing is that I used to go to court. Thank God the sniper is in court. That is why he can be able to be talking the way he's talking. If you are not in the court, if you see the body language of the court, you will know where this case is heading to. It's not that every one of them is making up stories. That it can't possible for young guys like that you make who will be their director, and they will not make any mistake that this is what happened. I know Prime Boy did not kill Mohbad, but nobody can convince me there is no fight. For Prime Boy may not retaliate. As I said, I agreed to that one. But our constitution, I've seen I've told Papa I know this story. I've seen a story of a conductor that just jumped down and I hit a passenger. And it's the conductor that fell down and died. The guy didn't escape it. He need to go to jail for it. He didn't reply. People that is there say he didn't reply, but the eyewitness said, okay, he hits. We have our own laws. I didn't say Prime Boy should go to jail. I'm not praying for that. But don't let us say what in Corona last time. Darusha told everybody that they can call on the complaint of the Prado. He's not eating. It's a rental service. And they can call the Prado man too to come and testify. Which the police have all the record of this people.
Feyi Kemi, please, sir, before you go further, explain to us how did the conductor died and what happened before you go further. Because you did not really explain very well.
There's an argument. You know, there's no small fights. One fight is an argument between two parties. That is it. Maybe the conductor did not, the passenger did not touch the conductor, but there is a altercation between both, and the conductor fell and died. The law, we are talking about the law.
Okay, but is in this case, is it the same thing? Did Mohbad die immediately in the fight? Like during the fight, did Mohbad fell down, die there?
Okay. Do you know that we have a law that if we fought with anybody, let's assume they clarify what happened between Prime Boy and late Mohbad as a fight. If anybody in the process of argument or something happened to them, you will need to wait over 1 year that anything did not happen to that person before you can be free.
Sorry, Feyi Kemi, are you now saying that doesn't that same law caught up with Wunmi? Was there no fight between Wunmi and Mohbad?
Okay. Let me answer you, sir. Okay, you are saying there is a fight inside the house. There is a fight. Everybody testifying. They are saying They always have arguments.
That's not the question. No, that's not the question.
No, let me answer you now.
Mr. Feyi, listen now. No, that's not the question.
Let me answer you. Let me answer you.
But we already know that answer now. He will say that it is not physical fight. Wait, I have another fight. It's not the same now. We know what he's going to tell us. And we don't have proof. So that one, let's leave that one. Let's talk about Prime Boy and Mohbad's fight. What I want to establish that he said when you fight with anybody within 1 year, if anything happens to that person, that you fight that person. So let me ask him now, like if you fought someone and later the person got into accident within that 1 year, is it you that fight that person?
No.
Exactly. So don't say there is a law because you fight with someone.
Madam,
it depends.
I'm not a lawyer.
It depends.
Let me say something. I'm not a lawyer. Yes. I'm speaking. If that person had an accident, that is accident. Everybody will know. He had clear off that one. If anything like that did not happen to that person, they will refer to the first injury. That is it.
Oh no, it depends. It depends.
It depends. So why did Wunmi, when Mohbad died, why did Wunmi say they have finally killed him? Why did Wunmi wrote up all those things? That's a write-up.
Who is speaking with me?
This is Chantel. It's Pierce Chantel. Chantel.
Okay,
because Wunmi was saying that.
You are from which state?
No, I'm from Benin, but my mom is Yoruba, so we are one.
Okay. Let me tell you something about Yoruba. This will be the last question I will answer because I want to drive now. This I will still join listening to you people. Anything that happens first, that is the mistake, and somebody like me cannot do it. If anybody should die, even in 70, 80 years, our first thinking is that the enemy have catch up with him. Or that is it. I'm not even I set an example the last time. Aduke Good. Everybody knows that the doctor report is cervical cancer. Still, everybody in their industry.
Wunmi, that is 20-something. She's not even up to my daughter's stage. She would be pointing hands like that. Like they are she was referring to Naira Marley and Sam Larry. This is not like Yoruba stuff. Yoruba and Benin, they are the same.
Did you see their name on the post?
No, with everything.
Did you see their name on the post?
Just something else.
Anyways, it's okay. What you are saying is not correlated. Okay? So if a 70, 80-year man died, you will say, what's a pack? That's Yoruba. Because you are Yoruba or not Yoruba. Please, don't be. So you will go to court and say this. No. What about the fight that happened at home? Or they said Wunmi locked shirt on him. Could it be the shirt was so tight that there was no blood flow to the brain? Did you think of that one? So I think it's gone actually.
It's not gone. Yeah,
what's his name? I would just
everybody coming here and be making nasty.
Everybody in that house, they have to be arrested. Everybody in that house.
This same law that is trying to quote that
he doesn't know any law that is quoting. He doesn't know any law that is quoting.
Prime Boy behind bars is that. Let's agree with him that there was a fight, and that law says that 1 year, 1 day, or something like that. You are the one that made that person die. Yeah, but that same law caught up with Wunmi. So this is the cover up. This is where they're trying to cover up that there was no recent this thing. There were no fighting between Wunmi and Mohbad, and that led to that this thing. Because if they accept that, Wunmi will be going down straight. So that is where they're covering now. Why they're coming to say nobody saw the fight between Wunmi and Prime Boy. But along the line, there were testimonies that says that they locked Wunmi locked Mohbad and this thing on the collar. So it's also, which means they are fighting. That is that. So whatever they're trying to take Wunmi out of the equation. But I don't see how they're going to take her out of the equation. That is where the legal team is lacking right now. So I don't know where they stand. And
let me tell you one scenario that happened here. There was a black guy and a white guy. This black guy was standing in the train station waiting for a train, and the white guy came, punching the black guy. They were punching each other, but it was not the black guy that pushed him. He was punching, but I think he was like drunk, and he fell in the train track. He got killed by the train. So in this case, who are you going to blame? Who is going to go to jail? In Africa, I know they will take it like the black guy, but here in overseas, they will never charge the black guy because he was not the one that started the fight, first of all, and he was not the one that pushed him, but they fought. But the sniper, speak, please.
I mean, because you asked a question, but I didn't hear your explanation of the narrative or the story. I missed it.
You missed it. Oh no, the narrative is that the black guy was standing in the train station and this white guy came punching the black guy. He did not do anything, like he was just racist to him. He started punching the guy, but he was facing his back was at the train station, the train track. So they were punching. He was punching the black guy and he fell off. He fell in the train track and he got killed by the train. Exactly. So this is the same scenario in this case. Mohbad wanted to punch Prime Boy, as they said, and Mohbad punched the glass. So who injured Mohbad?
My first question to that thing, this law that this guy was talking about, how old is that law? Is it a new law or it's been there for years?
I don't know.
It's been there. It's been there for a very long time.
Because I know there was a time I saw Falana talking about it on TV when he was addressing some police officers. So I thought that was when they brought out that law, but I'm not sure. But that being said, I actually wanted Paparano to talk about these Damolas, whatever, from yesterday, where the guy said that railing that we all talking about, that railing has been broken since that. In fact, they used to play with that railings, like the broken railing, that they play with it in the house. And there is a video, I think a couple of days before Mohbad went for that show, where we saw that railing was intact. So Damola's story, that's why I said they need to invite Damola. Damola has a lot to say.
Yes, the sniper, you should know that all these guys, they are syndicate to this crime. They are all trying to come and talk for themselves to cover things up more and more. We can't be taking truth from these people. We can't be focusing on what they're saying as the truth. They're not saying no truth. Or they're just damn liars. You should know that by now. You've been in this case for long. You should know that people will connive to cover each other to go scot-free. And you can't, at this time, you can't be taking Damola relevant because these are a bunch of liars.
But Q87, yeah, it's normal for criminals to come out and lie. And it's left for us to catch them in the lie.
Yeah, we're catching them. That is why there are tough questions that Baba need to come and face. Because at the end of the day, because if I look at Baba's conduct in all this old justice, quest for justice, is consigning, is questionable, because I don't see where you are acting to a member of public. You understand? Because if Papa should be going for African TV, he's going for me, he's going for you, he's going for Papa, he's going for anyone. And at the beginning, when Papa was helpless, sorry to take this discussion to that dimension, because I'm just trying to come to something. At the beginning, Papa was helpless. African TV gave him happy hand. Let's forget about the relationship is not toxic. We understand that. But you should also have Baba have to impose a position of an impeccable character right now. but it's not imposing. It's not having that. But what he's doing now is going against a member of public that has once come to help him, regardless of what is going on between them, and is taking ahead that is trying to take legal action against the man, which is very, very wrong. From my own side, I don't like that, because if you can do that to that man, you have a big case to answer. So if you look at this case right now, there are like three objectives. I would say, okay, there are three strategies that you can say we can get justice for Mohbad. One is the autopsy, which is dicey right now. There will be a serious argument on that. Two is the DNA, right? Then three will be a legal civil lawsuit to whoever it thinks are culpable of how Mohbad died. And I would say fourth would be a data phone forensic. These are where they're supposed to be looking at. You understand? Not going after African TV after they've messed up with how they've been handling the quest for justice. You know, if you have this so much energy to focus on Africa TV, why are all those people who are putting your pictures, humiliating you, and Naira Marley and the rest? Like, for instance, it was seen begging Naira Marley, him and his wife, at one video like that when they went to beg for Mohbad, and that video was posted on social media. So these are the things. That is humiliation. Why would Naira Marley send that video out? Why would Naira Marley even talked about it in the first place? So there are channels, there are ways. The main fight is there. Is focusing on person that is what African TV is doing now, for instance, is trying to also make people remember this case is still going on. For instance, let me just put it like that. There are other people doing whatever they want to do, but the main fight, you're not focusing, you're not facing the main action. You're not focusing on the main action. This is the big fight there. So if you look at it from another perspective, okay, now the DNA issue is coming up soon. Because what I'm waiting right now, I'm waiting for their toxicology to come out. Let's see what they've done. Then more questions will be answered. More questions will be asked. For us to know if truly there's a deep conspiracy between how these people are working and trying to put this whole justice state to an end. Because if you look at it right now, the DNA question is coming. What effort are they putting to make sure they get that right? They won that case. They won that argument. We're not seeing those actions. Why is Baba going now to have a musical project? Why is he doing music at this time? Why should you? There was a time this anti-justice woman, Tolani, will come up on Paparazzi or something. She will say, Baba is not fighting for justice. This is like many months ago, like 4, 5 months, 6 months ago. She will say Baba is just trying to get fame, to build his musical career. But we all see it as a joke, right? But this what is happening right now. You know, why do you need all these things? Why do you need this musical career thing you're doing? Because he's not focusing on the justice matter. When he goes to interview, he's not prepared because he's busy writing music, composing songs to release and so on like that. Under the death of and the fame of his son. Yes, it's your son, but we all cared about, because criminals are working freely. We need to catch them. The society is not safe, it's dangerous. We need to put these people behind bars. So anybody who is involved, any prominent person who thinks that he got connection to the presidency, we need to work within the frame. We need to work within the framework of the law to bring these people to send them to the orbit, because this is damn painful, you know. And what pains me in all of this is that they be asking me to do DNA, right? And you're sure that this son belongs to Mohbad, and you want to inherit his estate, his property, which is billions right now. If we go into that calculation, the revenue of Mohbad right now is billions. I will tell you for a fact that when that boy died, the first 3 months when his music was trending, he was making nothing less than $50,000 a day from streaming. Who are releasing his songs, his new songs that he didn't release? His last album before he died was Blessed. And that was streaming. That was it was topping charts. Four of his songs would be first, second, third to 4 in all streaming: Sony, Spotify, Shazam, and the rest. So where are those money going to? Where is the manager? All what Baba was doing is that he's trying to make his own project. He doesn't even know what his son has. They all go in begging for money. Why billions lies in the head of your son, as in nobody's controlling it? This girl have not really established that child is carrying is for your son to inherit these things. And you still joking, busy fighting. His conduct is not, it's very, very concerning, man. It's not, as in, many questions should be asked. Let's see how they're going to approach the autopsy, the toxicology, the DNA. Then the public has to ask questions. You can't fool people like that. The public is coming. Those people who are pro Baba and the rest thinking that you are insulting Baba. No, nobody's insulting Baba. Who is insulting Baba? People want justice. If any of the family member has anything to do with how this guy died, are you encouraging that, okay, somebody kill your son or kill your child? Then, yes, you forgive the person. It doesn't concern me. As a public member, I shouldn't question it. That is wrong. Who knows about the case about Oscar Pistorius in South Africa? He shot his girlfriend by anger. He was angry. He had a pistol in his hand, and he shoot the and he fired a shot, and the bullet hit the girl from the other side of the door. The girl died, and he wanted to challenge, as in he wanted to defend himself by mistake. He collect. They put him behind bars, and this prominent person in South Africa, he's a runner. He's an athlete. He went to jail. What is mistake in killing? Me, I'm just waiting for the autopsy and toxicology to see what is there. Then you think deep. Look at what the lawyer is coming up. Very weak. He's coming up to say 3 things has been established lately. Now you cannot talk. When there are tough questions ahead for you to like channel your energy to. They can't question the police. They can't sue the police. The case of O.J. Simpson is a better comparison to what is happening right now for about to take action on. They just waiting. When you try to call out all these things, some people who don't understand how these legal things work, they think maybe you like picking on him. No, nobody's picking on him. He should do the right thing. We want justice. Many families have lost loved ones. In the quest of justice for this Mohbad, I lost my father the same month. So what are we talking about? Enough of all this. All of them. Anyone that is found guilty.
Mr. Skills, do you know where I have my mixed feelings about Prime Boy is that maybe the fight that happened in the house that started from the show and went to the house, and in that process Mohbad died. Prime Boy caused it. That's why he's not willing to say the truth from the beginning. Prime Boy must have said something to Wunmi, because why in any right senses of a woman that your husband is being injured and you'll be supporting the opponent? It's not possible. So why Wunmi was still fighting Mohbad because of Prime Boy? Shay, I told you not to fight Prime Boy. See now what? No, it's not possible. So she was still with Prime Boy during that time. So it means she and Prime Boy has a very big secret. Either Prime Boy told her that Mohbad has a girlfriend or about the visa, but Prime Boy might have caused this fight. Trust me, if not, they will have not put it on Prime Boy head. They will have not say Prime Boy. Nobody will want to lie on you in this kind of situation. But if you see everybody say Prime Boy, it means something actually happened between Prime Boy and Mohbad because of Prime Boy. Remember Daosha said, so you wanted, are you also F with Prime Boy? Prime Boy must have been involved in that fight. He must have been involved in that fight. Not like him fighting Mohbad or I meant to, but he will have. that led to their fight. So this is the mixed feeling I have about Prime Boy. He knows a lot, he is not speaking.
When you say he knows a lot, he's not speaking. What is the lot that he knows that he's not speaking? If he's keeping any information that will help him out, don't you think at this stage he will say it?
Yes, but he knows what transpired between Mohbad and Wunmi, and maybe it might be his fault. So he might not want to say it. He might not want to say it. I'm not saying that I'm saying the truth. That's my feeling I'm having with him. Like, maybe he might not be saying the truth. Not like he's not innocent, but he's not saying everything. Remember, Wunmi and Private, they were best friends. They were besties. Even Baba Mohbad, that's what I'm thinking. How can a bad girl like that could be a bestie to Baba? You claim that the wife of your child is not a good wife, was not a good wife, and you were bestie with her. Baba and Wunmi was bestie. They were all over in the video. You will see every time Wunmi and Baba. You will not even see Baba Wunmi and Mohbad like Baba Wunmi and Wunmi in the videos. We see them making, doing some kind of eye movements. They were bestie now. So how come Baba was so close with Wunmi if they are not the same?
Yes, Sazor, let's wait for their autopsy to come out. So let's take it from there, because in all of this, we also have to give them benefit of the doubt, and let's see from there. Then the DNA issue is coming up as well. So let's see how do we approach this. Let's see how do we approach these issues. Then we can now begin to understand where the legal team and Baba really lies in the quest of getting justice for this late boy. So that is what we have to be focusing on right now. That should be our focus, because you can't just put the public on extreme stress for more than a year now, and you want to try to go the other way and try to play a kind of hanky-panky game that we can't get justice. When we've seen your lapses from inception of the case. So you can't, which means you're taking the public for a fool. That can't happen. Let's wait for the autopsy and toxicology and the DNA, because we need to get to the truth of this matter. So all those liars coming out to come and say one or two things, so that they will call them at the inquest to come and say that lie very well against one person, is not acceptable. Where were they at the beginning when the inquest started? They were all hiding, right? They were all running away. Now they can all come out. Even Darosha, where was Darosha at the beginning? So these are the things. You can't call 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people to come and say one lie against one person when all of you are in the same umbrella. That is where we find ourselves right now. So let's take it from there. Autopsy, toxicology out, private one. Then we know what is happening. I want to see how do we also say that the autopsy and toxicology done privately is inconclusive. I want to hear that. I hope they didn't come with that. I hope they didn't come with that fake result again. So let's give them benefit of the doubt. Opariano, you sleeping? Hello?
All right, what's going on? Why is everywhere quiet?
Yeah, you are the host now, so you have to.
No, I was busy doing something. Yeah. So have you guys been able to prove to this guy that Prime Boy is innocent? I know you guys have been doing a lot of work to see that this guy get out of this, but it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that it is the way it is. The inquest has not yet concluded on what killed Mohbad yet. They are still doing that on examination until they conclude on their investigation. They are investigating. This is the way they can investigate. That is inquiry, investigation to inquiring into the death of Mohbad. So whatever they have, they send it to the DPP. The police also has investigated whatever the police have already sent what they have to the DPP. So it goes two ways. If what the inquest sent to the police is not qualified enough, then what the police, so if what inquest sent to the DPP is not good enough, then what the police sent to the DPP, can be used to prosecute the case. Because with inquest or not, the case, was still going to be prosecuted. So the police can even take this case to court by themselves, but in this case, it is handled to the DPP. It's supposed to be Wumi against the Inspector General of Nigerian Police. But in this case, they have submitted their file to the DPP, so it's going to be the state against whoever suspects that this charge. So we'll wait to see. But with what we have with the police right now, there are three major suspects in Mohbad's death, and that is Prime Boy, and that is the North. So until we have a counterfeit on the side of the police, that is what you already. On the side of the police, that is what you already. We don't know whether inquest may bring something different. Okay, don't forget, these are two independent investigations. Police investigation is still going on. The inquest investigation is ongoing because people demanded for more. That's why inquest was established. People felt like, oh, this is mysterious. We can't explain. It's tricky. That's why inquest was established, was so that there can be a lot of circumstances. People can come discuss. Inquest is mostly established when cause of death can't be ascertained by the medical doctor. That doesn't mean because doctor cannot establish cause of death, that doesn't mean that everybody goes scot-free. No. It is a job of the coroner to find what killed a person. So in conclusion, coroner will still find what killed the person. That's why there are two stages to coroner. One is medical examination through pathologists. If that one fails, if there is a result there, then inquest will not take place. Coroner is not all about inquest. Coroners don't take inquest all the time. Inquest is the second stage. So it would have made sense for inquest in this case to start exactly this year, when pathologists said that they can't ascertain cause of death of Mohbad. That is when coroner is supposed to start inquest. But them starting inquest since last year, it's questionable. It means they have known since last year that they don't know what killed Mohbad through medical doctors. So it is true story. That is circumstantial. We have medical evidence and circumstantial evidence. So right now, they are trying to look at circumstantial evidence, true story of anybody. The nurse is going to come speak. But again, I think that what the police already have with them, inquest is almost going to that direction, because already the nurse is going to come to the inquest. If the nurse come to inquest and confirm and confess that it was me who killed Mohbad, what will anybody do? You will say no. Were you there? The nurse said that I was there. I pied him. It was my injection that pied him. What are you going to do? You're going to say, no, nurse, you didn't do it. Nurse, you didn't do it. Then who did it? I don't know if I'm communicating. So I don't know if there's any question along this standpoint we can ask it. But Prime Boy, with all indication, Prime Boy Prime Boy fate is going to be tried in the criminal court. The police to hold Prime Boy responsible. That's the thing.
Okay.
Prime Boy,
if you're advising Prime Boy or you're handling him, how do you exonerate him from this?
Yeah, right. Let's say I'm Prime Boy lawyer. Okay. Let's say I am Prime Boy lawyer. I've talked about if I want to prosecute Prime Boy. Okay, I've talked about the areas to go, the contact, whatever. But let's say I want to defend Prime Boy. All right. Let me crack my brain a little bit to defend Prime Boy. Just like everybody, first of all, I will be saying that there is a gang up against me. If I am Prime Boy lawyer, I'll just my lord, there is a gang up against my client. These whole persons, they never witnessed any fights, and they cannot say categorically that they have an evidence that it was an injury between my client and it was the fight between my client and Mohbad that caused the injury that brought the nurse. The nurse could have come to the house for something more serious than this injury. Okay. In fact, how would it even have been that it is a glass that causes injury? I mean, which nobody can even testify to how the injury got to happen. I mean, scientifically, there is no way an injury can be sustained by any person. I mean, punching through glass and then you will not be caught in your forearm. That is impossible. It cannot be replicated. So in other words, we don't know where this injury that brought the nurse to treat Mohbad is coming from. So, my lord, I call for more police investigation. I believe that probably because the railings of the house was bent, I believe that there would have been something else, and I demand that there should be more forensic investigation on the house and more interrogation, strict interrogation to every individual. This is the only way we can know what led to the emergencies of nurse. There was no emergency of nurse at the time. They claimed my client fought Mohbad. Why didn't they take him to the hospital? Or maybe to the police station? So the situation never requested an emergency. So if whatever happened, even if the situation later got worsened, they caused it themselves. Either the deceased caused it to himself, or they who allowed it to get worsened caused it to themselves. My client never witnessed any fight, no injury, and never intended to injure his childhood friend. My client is void of all these different accusations until that such evidence can be established. I don't think this honorable court should listen at all to any such clamor of people imagining something that could have never been the case. I mean, because no glass, we can put a glass here and have 1,000 people punch through the glass and see whether any of them will sustain such injuries. So that is a fallacy. I hope this court acquits my client and make him go back home to continue his beautiful career. That's me defending Prime Boy.
So do you think the judge can listen to your defense?
What do you mean? You have to debunk me. Let's say you are the judge. You have to debunk me. Don't say, do you think? How will I be thinking as the judge? You think as a judge and foul my point.
But everyone has testified that everyone that are in the scene have testified.
Let's say you do your job. See the way me I try to defend Prime Boy. You try to put him in problem.
I'm also trying to defend Prime Boy. You understand?
Oh my God. I'm not against you. I believe Prime Boy committed the crime. Okay, I'm not defending Prime Boy, naturally. I'm just doing it right now because you want me to do so, and because I'm an educated person, so I just want to show you the other side of things. But again, looking at him personally, my own opinion, I don't think it's innocent. That's just what I'm saying. He has to do more. He's defending himself. You see what I'm saying? He's been here before. I kicked him out. Let him go do the right thing for his friend and prove that he's innocent, not by coming to platforms and be shouting, having people gifting. This is not what I want. There's a serious case on ground here.
Yes, we understand that there's a serious case for Pariado. You hope he say it.
I hope he see it serious, not me and you. I hope he too see it serious.
He saw it serious, of course. He's making videos all the time. He's calling on the commissioner of police and so on like that. So he knows it's not a joke thing.
You think that's doing? Let me tell you something. See, why was Wumi defending Prime Boy against Mohbad? Why?
So are you trying to speak from Spendy's testimony on Bukky Jesse that if Prime Boy is if Prime Boy is knocking with me or something like that?
Exactly.
Okay. But sometimes Operano, you're supposed to also understand that these guys, they are liars.
Forget now, work with information. When you cannot 100% trust any information, right? Because you are not there too, right? Exactly. But you will use your sense. If that be the case, if Mohbad said so, and Wunmi was defending Prime Boy, so could it be that both of them were fighting against Mohbad, Prime Boy and Wunmi, because they seem to be friends. Even after Mohbad died, they were still friends. Wunmi and Prime Boy never have issues.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Hello, this is Mrs. Emotion. Welcome, Mrs. Emotion.
Yeah, Paparano, another thing I'm also curious about going forward in this case is on the DNA issue now. There've been a lot of speculations that
where is the guy that said that for DNA? Where is that Free? I wanted to engage him on the DNA. Free, come up.
He's gone. He's gone.
He's here listening. I invited him. Free, come up and defend Wunmi on the DNA. What do you mean by the Wunmi cannot do DNA? I don't understand.
I want to ask a question, please.
You know how long we have done this DNA? We don't battle lawyer. We don't go back and forth on top of this DNA matter. Consult left and right. In fact, there is no legislation. There is no law in Nigeria that legislates DNA testing on how to request for it or not. The closest that anybody, any lawyer, any barrister doesn't make law. We all read it, okay, in the code. The closest to DNA in Nigerian settings is Child Rights Act 2003. Section 63 to 67, which I have read here all the time. And that section is on one perspective. That section is on the perspective of two men disputing a child. Okay, it doesn't cover the overall broad circumstances. This is a different circumstances. That's where we have to improve the law. Mohbad case should help us improve DNA or paternity law in Nigeria. As I'm talking to you, paternity fraud is not even a crime in Nigeria. So we'll look into all of those things. How can a woman bring a child that doesn't belong to him? You give a child that doesn't belong to a man, and have that child bear that man's name? That's perjury. That's up to 14 years imprisonment. Okay? So all of these things are not in the Nigerian law. We have had this conversation back and forth. And Mohbad have the legal right. He has a local standing to request for the DNA of Baby Liam. And that is why the case is in court. Now, the thing is this. It is one thing to have the right, to have the local standing, the right to bring the case before a court. And another thing, to provide enough reasonable arguments. Okay, to provide reasonable argument. For example, like me right now, no matter how reasonable my argument is, I can't tell Wunmi to go and do DNA. If I tell Wunmi it's ordinary mouth, if I approach the court that Wunmi, I want you to do DNA, the court will throw the application out of the window. I don't have the right. It's a family business. But now, since this family, the magistrate court understand that this family, this is a cultural family, and the head of the family is the Joseph Aloba. And Joseph Aloba is bringing a case of her daughter-in-law, which is the family issues. Where else do they resolve issues like this, if not, a magistrate court and, the settings of the court that understand family matter. So family court jumps on it, and they recognize the right of that man. And that is why the case lasted in court. The case is still in court. That shows already that Baba have the local standing, the right. Anybody who is a lawyer here, that's what I mean by local standing. He has the right to bring that case before the court, and the court can deliberate on it. If it will take 3 years, 4 years, no problem. But now the reasons why the man asks, is it sufficient enough to convince the court, or in fact, is it at the best interest of the child? Okay, which can be debated back and forth, with probably me myself, the promiscuity and infidelity of the mother of that child, and also adding the fact that there was an acrimony, that is a bitter argument between the both husband and wife, in the last hour of his life, and also the man doubted the paternity of the child, which is the most intriguing one. The man doubted the paternity of the baby Liam when he was alive, and we have several witnesses. And even while this man was alive, several actions, domestic violence between the man and the woman going to sleep in an hotel, okay, not even coming to his matrimonial room. All of this give question and arising and disturbing, and give, a matter arising and disturbing or disturbance to the family Joseph Aloba to say, no, this child must be clear of all of this misbehavior of the mother. So we want to ascertain whether indeed this child belongs to this bloodline. It's not even because property. Property is secondary thing. Because if Mohbad said the only reason why he wants DNA is for property, we can say, I don't want property, so take the property and leave my baby alone. But Baba don't just want property. Baba want to establish baby Liam belongs to the Aloba family or not. So anybody, if you're a lawyer in the house, please send request, come up. Let's use the Nigerian law to debate baby Liam DNA versus.
Okay. Let's go. Let me just ask this on the subject of this DNA. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They've been outcry. There've been people talking about the DNA issue very strongly, mm-hmm. and trying to accuse Elegushi as being the father of that boy, for instance. Mm-hmm. So, and he has come out to debunk with his newspapers and publications, right?
We demanded him to do so from this platform. Go on.
Yes, and he did that, right? Mm-hmm. So yes. What about down the line? And it now turns out that he used that to trick the public not to focus on him, and eventually turns out to be he's the true father of that boy. What would be his punishment, and Wumi as well?
No, that case can be rekindled again. That case can be rekindled. But again, no matter what, just wait. No matter what, even if Elegush's baby Liam father, now, how is he connected to Mohbad's death? That question must be established. You see, what I like the court is this. If Elegushi is saying his baby Liam, okay, his baby Liam's, if Elegushi is baby Liam father or not, okay, this doesn't show that he killed Mohbad. For you to establish that he has a hand in what killed Mohbad, you have to prove beyond reasonable doubt, okay, conspicuously, that yes, this person, with all clarity, undoubted, no ambiguity, this person is the cause of Mohbad's death. And how did he kill Mohbad? You have to explain how he did so. So it's on the prosecution.
I'm not trying to use the DNA as a way of motive to say he killed Mohbad. What I'm just trying to establish there is that if the public, that he has come out with a newspaper publication to tell that he has nothing to do with the paternity of that boy.
If you're a lawyer and you're in the house, you can join the discussion if you think Wumi shouldn't do,
and eventually
you can back it up.
And eventually it turns out to be the father of that boy, and he has come to deny it before with a newspaper publication. That is being held as an evidence against him, right? That back then he says that it's not true.
Let me not scare people away. 1 minute. You don't have to be a lawyer to come up, please. If you just want to add one or two things, just keep it cool. You can join the live. So let's not scare people away. Anybody can be in this panel. You don't have to be anything. Just have good minds and caring and care and do anything. Yeah, go on, my dear.
My question is that if it now turns out to be the father, and he has now denied that,
and there's nothing you can do about that skill, okay? I don't know whether he went to see an oath. He didn't say that under an oath, okay? And secondly, there is no punishment for paternity fraud in Nigeria. In Nigerian law, and I'm talking to right now with full chest, full authority, there is no crime in a woman going to bring a child that is not your child to you, for you to father. It is not a crime in Nigeria. There is no crime. There is no law that punishes her for that in Nigeria. Okay? So if a law doesn't punish, even the baby Liam turned to be anybody's child, there is no law that will punish Wunmi that the baby belongs to any other person. In fact, by law, by Section 179 Evidence Act 2011, okay, see as I'm putting it, Section 179 Evidence Act 2011 says that a child born into any valid marriage is a child of that marriage. So as things stand right now, by that law, baby Liam is Mohbad's child officially as things stand until it's proven otherwise. That's what the law says. So until Baba Mohbad, for good reason, for good reason, refute this and take this case to court and say that he doesn't believe that this child belongs to the family, until he does so, as things stand officially, baby Liam is Mohbad's child. And nobody can do anything about that as things stands.
So you are saying that for a prominent person as that to come out with a newspaper publication to change the narrative or to claim that he has nothing to do with this and later turn out to be, and you are saying that is not the fascination.
You have to prove that he was the one who even sanctioned that paper to even start with. Do you think it's everything published on behalf of people that requires their approval? You see, it's a case that's K87. You see, imaginations, people do a lot of imagination. But when you are faced with a case, you have had a court case before, when you stand there, before that court, all these things will fly out of your head. Because, a good lawyer would just be kicking those things out. So what do you mean? They're going to tell you, that's why we have law. Tell us which law says that somebody cannot, say whatever they want to say. They don't have the opinion on whatever issue or case that is trending.
That is the hard to cocktail.
What is his child, and he didn't give the name Liam, he gave another name. And he said, I don't even know who they call Liam. But I know somebody that
these assumptions, as in this is not straightforward.
If I'm defending him, let me say I'm defending him. You have to think about his defense too now. For example, right now, if I want to prosecute Wunmi, most time when you see me dragging Wunmi or saying those things, it's because I also think about what those who support Wunmi are saying and try to beat their point. That's how you argue. You don't just argue and close your eyes and think you're the only one speaking. You have to look at what they too have. They may be more correct more than you. And what do? You lost. You understand?
Yeah, Papa, no, good morning. Good afternoon, everyone. To my own opinion, I believe the court might not grant this DNA request of Baba because first, suspicious is not enough ground to demand for
suspicion.
Yeah, suspicion is not enough ground to demand for a DNA from a court, because when you go by suspicion, how many suspicious case with the court handle? So except if there is a court, as bad courts.
Chabuto.
Yeah.
Suspicion is a factor, especially when you can back it up with an evidence. Okay. Baba suspected Wunmi to be an infidel. To be a cheating wife, okay, because Mohbad said that he has been to that house several times to settle Mohbad and Wunmi case. Sometimes Wunmi will go sleep in an hotel. He witnessed that. And secondly, there are a lot of evidences from people who have been with Mohbad and Wunmi that, Wunmi used to, have this extra affairs.
The fact that
Myci,
yeah. I've heard of it.
Evidence. Yeah, Myci is one of those evidence, and Prime Boy is another evidence. So we may be in trouble there.
Myci, all of them were just they are still based on suspicious, because even the one that Baba said.
Come on now, what are you saying? Myci said he knows about it. Prime Boy also was there when Mohbad and Wunmi was arguing. Prime Boy said I was in that car when Mohbad died.
Myci said? I read what Prime Boy said, but what did Myci say?
Okay, let's go with what Prime Boy said. We don't argue about that. Let's go with what Prime Boy said.
With what Prime Boy said, only what Prime Boy said is still suspicious. It's not the fact that he was caught cheating.
What do you mean?
Mohbad did not say I caught her cheating. Or Mohbad did not deny the fact that they had sexual intercourse during their childhood.
Do you know Wumi's in trouble if it can be proven that Mohbad, anywhere, public or whatever, doubted the paternity of that child? Do you know that alone is...
He's still under suspicious.
No. I mean, I don't know which law. Can you quote me which law deal with suspicion? You are talking about suspicion. Which law deal with suspicion in Nigeria? I don't know what you're talking about.
What I'm talking about is that everything that have been said it still remains the fact that she was being alleged. It's not that she was caught that or maybe someone came to testify that I slept with her.
Do you know police can suspect you of a crime and take you to court? Police was not there when you committed a crime.
That crime will be thrown out. That crime will be thrown out of the court now. Why would police?
Let me give you this case. In the case of O.J. Simpson and Nicole Brown, O.J. Simpson divorced with Nicole Brown 2 years ago. Okay, their marriage is called off. So now, 2 years after they divorced, the woman and her boyfriend were found dead at home. So now the first suspect was O.J. Simpson. Why?
Because they had an issue before now. I believe that is what you meant, right? You said 2 years ago.
Yeah, so does Wunmi and Mohbad have issues 2 years ago?
So that one is, the O.J. Simpson case is different because they had issue 2 years ago.
No, wait, does Wunmi and Mohbad have issue 2 years ago?
No.
Oh, really? Does Wunmi and Mohbad have domestic violence?
Domestic violence, maybe, but concerning what?
What is domestic violence?
Domestic violence is the exchange of maybe it's a fight between two couples or probably and one assaults one. It's not even a fight. Maybe one assaults the other.
Does Mohbad and Wunmi always have this kind of issues where they assault each other?
Paternity issues.
They used to have problems.
Okay, fine. If they used to have this kind of issues, the point is that was it an allegation issue that you are cheating, or was it that I caught you cheating, or someone told me that you cheated? You know, when someone came to tell Mohbad that I slept with your girlfriend, or maybe probably she saw them in a romantic act or something with someone, and that one now shows that clearly she cheated with someone. But when Mohbad is fighting, Mohbad is always saying,
"Do you hear what Mohbad mother said? Mohbad mother said when she go to Wunmi house, she always meet a man on top of the bed. There. Mohbad mother said
on top of their bed. Where in Wunmi's house?
Yes. Mohbad mother says so in the point.
You know, maybe when they were in Malian's home. Is that what she said?
Not in the house. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, to even prove infidelity is not by seeing a man in the room with a woman. That would not necessarily prove infidelity. But me, I don't say.
Let me ask you a question. Let's say in your marital home, you just married, okay, and you went to work. You come back. You saw me. I'm wearing a boxer, a short boxer, on your bed, matrimonial bed, using your cloth to cover myself. And you come in, you knock the door. Your wife was in the kitchen, and you saw me there. Well, how would you feel?
My point is that what is my relationship
to catch me? Do you have to catch me grinding? Do you have to catch me grinding her before you believe that?
Now, what is my relationship with you first? Does my relationship warrant to the extent that you can come into my matrimonial home, my matrimonial room half naked?
Let me say, I'm not your friend. I don't know you. I'm not your friend. I don't know you.
Then that's infidelity. That's proven.
But you didn't cut me now. You didn't cut me knacking. You didn't cut me knacking now. You only
yes, I don't have to cut you knacking. But the fact that I don't know you, we don't have any relationship to the extent that you be in my matrimonial room half naked, then I can prove that to court that I can prove with that situation to court that there's an infidelity happening.
No, you suspect. No, you suspect. Not that you see. You suspect,
no,
right?
It's not even just ordinary a suspect. That is proven already. With my relationship with you, I can use it to prove it to the court that there's infidelity.
You suspected. You suspect. You didn't. No, you suspect something might have gone wrong.
Yes, I suspect you, but
suspicious.
I suspect you, but
I bring you back to your suspicious
anymore.
I bring you back to your suspicious.
No, that's not suspicious anymore.
With that suspicious.
No, with that relationship between you and I, the fact that we don't have a cordial relationship to the extent that I'm expected to see you half naked in my matrimonial room, then I can use that to prove infidelity. That's not suspicious anymore.
What if he's just a friend to your wife, and he doesn't have a home and he just came there to sleep?
No, that's why I said, what is the relationship between you and I?
He doesn't know you. He doesn't know you. He only know your wife.
Okay, if you are a friend to my wife, you are not expected, and you are homeless, you are not expected to be half naked in my room. If you are coming into my matrimonial bed, yes, it's true. It's a point. If you are coming into my matrimonial bed, because
let's say he's your best friend. Let's say he's your best friend. Let's say he's your best friend. He's your best friend.
If it's my boyfriend and you are half naked in my on my matrimonial bed, then we have to have a very cordial relationship. I don't think best friend is enough reason to be half naked.
Let's say you guys are very cordial. Let's say you guys grew together. You are very cordial. You grew together.
Yeah, it's not enough reason.
Okay, give me enough reason. Give me enough reason that can make him
to be half naked on my mat. Yeah, you can be half naked in my room.
Give me what reason can make him half naked on your bed, matrimonial bed?
No reason. There is no reason. You can sit on my matrimonial bed with your clothes on, everything fine. We can have that kind of relationship. But
how about with pants and singlet? With pants and singlet? With pants and singlet?
You're half naked now. You can't be half naked. Reasonable enough, you can't be half naked on my matrimonial bed, covering yourself with clothes.
What if just trouser? What if trouser and a singlet? Trouser and a singlet. Trouser and a singlet.
Trouser and a singlet, probably sitting down on the bed. Yeah, it's not
sitting, lying down on the bed.
Lying down on the bed.
No way, you just finished packing now.
With the head on the pillow.
That can still be a suspicious if you are on your trouser, because probably you might just be tired. If there's no sweat,
I see. It's suspicious.
It might not be enough reason, because you might be tired and just felt like, let me just It depends on our relationship. That's if we are best friends.
I see. Depends on your relationship.
Yes, now. But if we are not best friends,
I would like to have a relationship with you. I would like to be close to you.
And you can be close to me. That's no problem. Because if
you want
to take to a court that, okay, my best friend is on my bed, is on my matrimonial bed, lying down with trousers and stuff like that, then what if your best friend said he's just tired, he just feel like relaxing, and his room is, he needs to have a reason anyway, because if he has his room, then his room is not being occupied. Why did he choose to come to my room? So he needs to have a reason. It's not as if he just come to my bed just like that. He will have his own reasons anyway also. He can defend it if he's not half naked. So why should I go to a court case? Because when I knew that I can't win. Because
you know what Yoruba call that one? You know what Yoruba call it? Beudani.
Avadi.
Okay, Papa Reno. I agree. What's up?
Hey, who is playing? Go on.
Okay, I just want to ask you, what ground do you think will enable the court to grant that DNA? On what ground?
I mean, again, what is convincing enough in the front of the presiding judge? I don't know. I'm not the judge. I couldn't have tell you what is for me.
if it is for me, if I be the judge, I think the fact that Mohbad argued and doubted the paternity of that child when he was alive, and a lot of bitterness, acrimony that happened, that existed between the last moment of Mohbad's life. I would want to see that as a motive why a housewife will want to take the life of the husband, and I will sanction for it.
Okay, now you mentioned motive. That is one particular ground, and that particular ground has to do with criminality, and that is
no. In a civil case, we're not. Sorry. Wait, we're not investigating that in a civil court. It's not talking about crime there. It's not about
what I'm trying to establish here. What I am trying to establish here is to, make it known that it's only 5 grounds. The court have these 5 grounds to grant DNA in a particular lawsuit that he is.
In which country?
Nigeria.
Where do you find that so we can read for everybody? No, wait. I mean, not this. Wait. Don't speak authoritative. Wait. Don't speak.
Let me give you instances.
Wait now. Listen.
Let me. Okay, go ahead.
So wait. If you are speaking authoritatively, you know me, I'm a research person. Okay. So Tomovi, try to get your point ready so that we can verify it. So in which law in Nigeria says that we already have a confined set of rules that must be abided by any presiding judge on a DNA case? I mean, can you please cite those articles?
Now, what you understand? Okay. Now, Paparano, relax. What you understand here is that every law in Nigeria have their own interpretation according to their jurisdiction. Now, if the court wants to interpret a particular, you understand, if a court wants to interpret a particular situation, several laws will be looked into to enable adequate recommendation for whatever the final conclusion will be. That's why at the end of every court proceeding, there's always what we call arguments from different parties.
Exactly.
So
and there's
now
going to be different
reviews. You cannot see where you will get a particular summary that this is the grounds that is being allowed by this Nigerian court. But according to the
no, but you're the one that just said that there are 5 grounds. You just said there are 5 grounds.
Yes, wait now. I'm saying according to the sequence of events that have played out in the past, you will phantom that it has always been just 5 grounds that this DNA has been granted. And
no. Are you saying? Wait. Can you say you know 5 grounds, but don't say there are only 5 grounds in which such decision can be made? There can be 5 grounds according to you in your own argument.
What I'm saying now, based
let's walk this way. Let's walk this way. So this one will help you. I know what you're trying to do. This one will help you. Let's walk by judicial precedence.
Understand my theory.
Are you talking about judicial precedence? Are you talking about judicial precedence? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm talking about the grounds at which the court is going to permit the DNA to be conducted.
I mean, but judicial precedence is part of it. It's not part of it.
No. It is not part of it.
You said judicial past judgment is not part of it?
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Wait. Do you know what is judicial precedence?
What do you mean by do I know what is judicial precedence?
I'm asking you.
Paparano, let me submit my theory first. You know one thing with you, when I'm having a conversation with you like cutting me off.
No, I'm trying to be sure because we're not learning anything. Here is a learning platform. Yeah, it's not a confusion. It's not a confusion platform. We don't just speak to confuse people.
From what I'm saying, wait.
It's not about learning. That's why I'm trying to make things clear. From the beginning, I must make things clear.
If you want to wait now, wait.
I'm not here to just to be confused. I'm asking you things for clarity. You said 5 grounds.
Nobody is confusing you.
You were speaking. You are speaking authoritatively.
When you want me to wait
this is not. I don't speak this way. No. I don't speak to confuse people. If you say 5 grounds in Nigeria, that's authoritative. So can you please
allow me wait now? When I mention, wait, let me say something. When I state a topic You allow me to discuss the topic.
No, but I won't let you. Okay, please listen. No, wait. Let me tell something. Let's say, for example, now I want to analyze your family.
From there,
let's say I want to please listen. We don't work like that. If you're gonna use the platform and you're gonna speak to the public, at some point some things are gonna be censored. Some things people are not gonna let you. Just sit and get away with it. You're gonna be interjected and be corrected while you're speaking. So for clarity purposes, like me, I'm having you here, I'm anchoring you, and I'm asking you what you just said right now, that there are only 5 grounds for them to be granted in Nigeria. According to which law? Can you cite where you got this 5 grounds? That's what I'm asking you simply. Is it according to you or according to Nigeria? That's what I wanted to know. According to you or according to Nigeria?
Just wait. Can I talk now?
You have to be sure what you want to say now. I don't just want to give you the space. I don't want to feel my ear.
Wait now. Can I now talk? Okay.
Maybe start again and make your point.
I said there are known 5 grounds of which,
according to you, are
permits the conduction of the DNA in Nigeria.
Okay, can you please tell us this known 5 grounds so that we can go get it from where you got it? Is it according to you or according to
the Nigeria? Wait now. According to several laws that have been passed out through the Nigeria judicial system.
Several laws, like what do you mean?
5 known grounds of which this.
Hey, what are you saying?
Several rulings.
Hey, you're talking about judicial precedents now. You're talking judicial precedents.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's judicial precedents. That's what
I'm saying. Wait now, calm down. Calm down now. So, and I told you and I explained to you, Paparano, before I started, I said you cannot find it anywhere because you were talking about where you can go and see it and say this is where this particular grounds has been stated. You cannot see it anywhere. But based on the previous rulings of the Nigeria process,
that is judicial precedence. That's what I was asking you. Are you talking about? See, I wanted to be clear what you're talking about. Are you talking about judicial precedence? Simple.
That is what it is based on those past rulings that has already recorded in the Nigerian law.
Do you want to speak to me or you want to speak to people? Because if you're speaking to me, I like clarity.
I am not speaking to you. I'm not speaking to I'm not speaking to you alone. I'm also speaking to anybody that has any knowledge about what I'm talking about.
Other people to me as an anchor.
No.
If I am anchoring you and you are speaking to
I am speaking to you and
you have to get your things
right. To you directly right now. Okay, see, Paparano, I'm speaking to you right now.
Let me ask a question.
And as well as I'm speaking to you,
wait, let us make it this way. If you're talking about judicial precedents, okay, how many cases of DNA have we had in Nigeria in its existence?
How many cases? We have several cases of DNA, but you know very well that nobody. The history of Nigeria has ever criminalized paternity fraud or paternity case.
You said what?
In the history of Nigeria, okay? In the history of Nigeria, okay? Paternity has never been criticized. I've never been criminalized.
Okay, but again, didn't you hear when I said so here? I said globally in the whole world, there is no country on earth which paternity fraud is a crime. Mention one country. There is no single country on earth right now which paternity fraud is a crime.
I'm not talking about other countries. I'm talking about Nigeria.
No, me, I know to that extent. That's what I'm saying. I said it previously. But again, if you're talking about judicial precedents, just wait now. You're talking about judicial precedents. If you're talking about judicial precedents, you're talking about past rulings. And so, do you know how many rulings of DNA case we've had in Nigeria that's making you conclude so quick? So you think we've had only 5 rulings? Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is that when you do your research concerning the Nigeria rulings, you will see it there. Everything is being documented.
I have looked into different DNA cases. No way. Abiodun case of Ezeogo versus Ezeogo. I know the Abiodun versus Abiodun.
Let me make it simple now for you. Okay. Rather than looking those way, rather than looking those ones, have you come across any case whereby the court granted a DNA that has nothing to do with either.
Okay, please, I'm gonna be busy right now. Can anybody engage
let me
me?
state them. Let me state
No, I'm gonna be
them
busy
now.
right now. I'm gonna be busy.
Paparano, don't wait now. Let me state them. Then from there you will now narrow your.
I'm gonna be busy, please. I mean, I also have things that I do here. People keep talking, I'm coming. You can talk when I'm coming. I have to quickly attend to something here. I mean, something that matters to me a lot. Because of argument, I not do it and say because I'm arguing. Keep talking to other people. If anybody wants to speak, be speaking. I'm coming. Give me some.
Okay. Papa, no, thank you very much. Thank you for giving us the audience platform to speak. But what Mama said, I've not listened to where Mama said. I let daughter-in-law with a man naked or half naked in their matrimonial home. Me, I've not heard something like that.
She said
Where was Mo at that moment?
She said that.
She said that.
I must say this.
She's able to narrate the time and illustrate how she met them, as in the position she met them.
She said
probably she's able to describe that the man is.
There used to be a guy on. I don't know how she said it, but she said somebody was that somebody. She used to meet a guy on the bed with Wumi, and she asked Wumi, "Who is this guy?" Then maybe Wumi said maybe he's one of their manager or something like that. So and she was not comfortable with it.
Mohbad, sorry.
Huh?
Where was Mohbad doing? Mohbad won't have to.
No, I don't know. Nobody asked that question. But my own concern is that, about this prime boy. I'm sorry to bring you guys back. But why do you believe prime boy is not innocent?
You said about nothing. I think that is not much people.
Yeah?
Me, you put.
Is that?
You believe
For me, I believe prime boy is innocent.
Yes, them as people, I is innocent. Police don't say it.
Do you believe he's innocent?
I don't know if that's yes, I believe he's innocent.
I believe too. Why do you believe he's innocent?
Even the police will have to compensate him. There's nobody that even the police are not justified. The police came for us.
Your network is very bad. Your network is bad.
Hello?
I did not say I do not believe prime boy. I said I have mixed feelings about his testimony.
Okay.
He's giving. I said I believe that there are some things he's hiding. Either number one, they cry me and Mohbad that leads. Can you hear me? Please,
I can hear
rest.
I can hear you.
The argument that led to the fight between me and Mohbad. But I said maybe was caused. Okay. I said maybe it was caused by Prime Boy.
Okay, yeah, please call him right now. Call the Uber and have him coming.
Hello. Hello. Hi. Yeah.
Okay,
Let's continue.
this is what I wanted to say. Okay, what I wanted to say. My point here, I wanted to make very clear too. So just let me just say what I wanted to say. I was just trying to make some certain points clear because according to the Nigeria proceedings and according to the laws that have been passed in the past, all right, the DNA, for the court to determine a DNA, you have to at least present an evidential fact that will put you in the light that at least one ground will ascertain a positive remark that what you applied for will be granted. Anybody can go to the court, write an application, and demand that a DNA should be determined. Okay? It's normal. Even a madman can decide to go to the court and apply for a DNA of anybody. But will a court, a competent court, grant that particular application? Will there be a determinant of that DNA to be granted by the court? You must have to confine yourself on 5 grounds.
Let me tell you.
Those grounds I was trying to state to Papariano. Wait. Those grounds I was trying to state to Papariano was number 1, criminal matters, whereby they perceive that, okay, this is a case of crime. The police, the law enforcement agencies will approach the court and the court will grant the order for a DNA to be granted. And in that particular sense, Joseph Aloba is not part of the law enforcement agency. So in that particular ground, the court will not grant him the DNA. Now, in the case of paternity of the child, the court have it in the rights, Child Rights Act, section 63. If you are not party to the proceeding means is either you are the father, you are the person that is claiming to be the father, that's the putative father, or you are the mother. Those are the only 3 parties that can seek for a court to grant a DNA and it will be granted. Now, in the part of now in this particular in this particular ground, Joseph Aloba is not a party to that proceeding because he's not the father. Joseph Aloba is not claiming that he's the father. Joseph Aloba is not the father of Yamabi.
The father is late.
No. Understand. Wait. Understand. What I'm saying here is that a father in the sense that the person that biologically gave birth to that particular child that you're demanding a DNA. I'm not talking about the grandfather.
No, in the absence,
I'm not talking about the grandfather.
The grandfather. In the absence of the biological father, who is the next person?
Hey, wait. In what sense do you think, in the absence of the biological father,
yes,
that
because this is a mother. This is a mother case. This is a mother case.
That's
you
what
are
I'm saying.
Something else.
Now,
this is a case.
Yeah, wait. Let me say this thing to you. If it's a murder case, then you want to, identify the motive, right? Are you there?
Yes.
That means you want to identify the motive, right? It's a criminal thing. That's what I'm saying. It's the police that have that right to demand for the DNA.
Joseph Aloba has no right in that particular aspect. I explained that before I started.
He has the right because he's the head of the family.
Okay.
He has the right. He has the right. He's the next head of the family, and Wunmi is not legally married to Mohbad. So he has the right.
Are you saying that Wunmi is illegally married? Are you saying that
she's
illegally
married?
They are just
Is
their marriage that's illegal? Wait. Is their wait now? Wait, is the marriage union between Wunmi and Mohbad? Is it illegal? Is it illegal?
They are married
customary. For some, when you say something is illegal, that means
one after the other, please.
Wait. When you say something is not legal, then apparently you're insinuating that it's illegal, right?
Let me tell you,
saying in other words, wait now, calm down. We are talking here, we're having a conversation. So apparently, are you now saying that the union between them is illegal, is not lawful?
It is not under law. It's under customary. No, it is under
customary
law.
Yeah, under customary law.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not illegal. It's legal, but they are not married in the court. Like what they call it. Yeah, they are not married in the what? They are married in the court forever. Corona. Can I ask you a question?
Please?
Can I ask you a question, please?
Stop moving.
I know.
To you. Okay.
No, let me ask a question, please. Let me ask you a question, please.
Wait, let me just say this to her. Then I'll just allow you to talk. All right?
Okay.
Let me just let me just bring you back to what remember that this application that Joseph Aloba wrote through his lawyer, Shitu, consigning the paternity to Ikorodu court. Did you see the section that you quoted there? Hello? Did you see the section that you quoted there?
Who are you asking now?
Now, I'm talking about Shitu that was represented that came and he wrote an application demanding that.
Me? Are you asking me?
I'm asking you, yeah.
Okay.
Did you see the section you quoted there? Because you people are saying that it's not a legal thing, it's customary, it's a traditional thing. But did you see and take note of the section that he quoted there? Which law did he refer to? Was it customary law or?
Hello? Is he there?
You're not responding now. I'm hearing you.
Okay. I think I don't know if you're referring.
I don't know. I said tell us.
He quoted the Child Right Act. That is what he quoted there.
Okay.
So you should understand that.
Yes.
Oh God, calling me.
Yeah.
Okay. So you should understand that the union is valid. So nobody should be using that insinuation that is not legal, it's not this. No. That's the wrong thing to say. They have a very lawful marriage.
Stop moving.
And it's recognized under the Nigerian law. So we should understand that.
But nobody is doubting their marriage now. We are talking about
Can you let me engage in?
paternity.
Possible. Can I engage in?
Yeah.
Can I engage in?
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. I just don't want anyone to confuse anybody or to
But you have already. No.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Top movie.
Okay. So now.
Top movie.
This top movie. Can I talk?
Continue, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Let's get this thing straight so that nobody will come here and confuse people. There is marriage under the act, otherwise known as statutory marriage. This marriage is conducted either by licensed, when I say licensed by the government. Some churches are licensed to conduct it. At the same time, some registries like Ikoyi Registry and the rest of them. So what they deal with is statutory marriage under the act. Now, this type of marriage is the one that is known to law. If you have this type of marriage and your husband goes about to sleep with 1,000 women, don't be scared.
So are you saying that traditional marriage is not known to law? Is that what you're saying?
Can you let me?
No. Let's be clear. Let him explain.
Are you saying that traditional marriage is not known to law? You just made a comment now, and it's not making.
Let him explain. Me, I'm interested in this thing. No, let him explain, please.
Can you let me talk?
How will you? No. You said something now. I want. Don't worry. Go ahead with your point, but just know that you just made a comment now, and I'm going to use it on you.
Okay. So now, as I was saying, if you're married under the act, you don't need to fear whether if your husband likes, let him go and give 1,000 women pregnancy outside. Let him have children for him. This is what happens. God forbid, if anything happens to such a man, the woman that is married under the act has 1/3. She's entitled to 1/3 of everything that man has. That is, if that man goes behind to even marry any other woman by whatever other means, let's say he married them under customary law, he's already committing an offense. Look, once you are married under the act, there is no woman that can compete with you. The one I've just said now, sorry, there is a mistake I made there. Nothing, everything that man has automatically goes to that wife when the man dies. Not even to the children, it's to the wife. If the man dies. So now customary law, it's not like the customary law it's not like the government or the law does not recognize it.
Wait. Make it clear. If the man died without a will, if he died,
can I just finish, please?
No, you have to make it clear.
I want to make it clear. Let me go there now. It's actually because in the middle of the
year, I was to add that clause. I'm a lawyer. You can't just say something. You have to make it clear that if the man dies without a will.
Without a will, yes, I was going there. Yeah. If the man dies without a will. But if the man dies with a will, then the will of the man will be followed. But if the man dies intestate, so in that case, 1/3 of everything the man has goes to the woman that is married under the act. She's protected. So now, the remaining, that's if there are other wives. The remaining wives, let's say 2 other wives or 3 other wives, they will share whatever it is that is remaining.
You are just going off and off the course. What we're talking here is about the DNA. Don't go off course.
No, please. I want people to understand the difference between statutory marriage and customary marriage. So now, customary marriage, when a man and a woman, when they go to the, when they marry on by the way of a family, they call the family, they do whatever they do. When they finish, they go to a magistrate court. They go to the registry and now get what we call affidavit. A sworn affidavit will be given to them. It is not a certificate. It is just an affidavit. It will be given to them that indeed you both of you guys are married customarily. So it is different from statutory marriage. And again, to say that Baba Mohbad cannot sue. Look, Baba Mohbad can sue Wunmi to do DNA, to get DNA. He can do it civilly. Civilly, he can do that. But what you are saying now is this: in this criminal matter, if it is criminal in this criminal matter, it is police that can initiate the move for DNA in this criminal matter, because they must have done investigation and they must have been able to establish that the paternity of that boy is connected, is linked to what killed the death of the deceased. So in that case, Baba Mohbad is not the one that will initiate that. It will be them in the course of the investigation that they will do that. But to say that Baba Mohbad cannot go to a civil court to civilly ask for the DNA of that boy to be done, it is a misinformation. That's just where I'm going. Thank you.
Okay, this is what I want to say. You made mention of traditional marriage not recognized by the Nigerian law. That is a very wrong statement for anybody to make. Don't say that. See, people should understand that traditional. Wait, just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. I just want to establish this. People should understand that traditional marriage is all about having two unions come together with the law and tradition, customs and tradition of the land. This is recognized under the Nigerian law. Customary law is recognized under the Nigerian law. So when people come up just because of there is this little interests of individuals, and you want to downgrade the laws and tradition that we have lived with for a far too long, is laughable. Now, there is no how you say that traditional marriage is not a legal marriage.
That's not
every traditional marriage. That is what he said. That is what Jack said. And I was trying to stop him, but he refused.
You always
want to hear what you want to hear. You this guy.
Wait.
You always leave you. I don't understand.
You said so. Hello, wait, calm down. You said so. And I was trying to correct you, but you insisted that I